We've uncovered some spine-chilling trail camera footage that captures the unimaginable and the terrifying. It's in these shadowy depths that trail cameras stand as silent sentinels, capturing the secrets of the untamed. These cameras, meant to document the natural world, inadvertently record something far more sinister. And with that, let's do this.
Skunk ape. This specific clip, which has been circulating for ages, purportedly captures a Florida skunk ape running swiftly through the Everglades' tall grass. This has never been explicitly explained what the creature in this video is. According to reports, the skunk ape lives in swamps, woodlands, and other wilderness places, mostly in Florida and the southeastern United States. The skunk ape is characterized as a big, hairy bipedal creature that is up to 400 pounds in weight and between 6 and 8 feet tall. It is reported to have brown or reddish fur. The moniker skunk ape comes from its distinctive odor, and many people believe it to be related to the Pacific Northwest Bigfoot. Strange figure walking. Recently, this terrible clip has been popular online. The location where this video was taken is India. A bizarre, unsettling humanoid figure can be seen walking down the street in the footage. A group of bikers took the footage on the bridge over the Shardara Dam. Who could have predicted that the motorcyclists would have encountered something like this while out for a leisurely ride late at night? This seems like it belongs in a horror movie. Nobody has a firm understanding of the unusual monster. Others believe it was a ghost or something supernatural, while some insist it was an alien. Following the release of this video, there has been a battle on social media amongst those attempting to decipher what it might possibly represent. In India right now, this video is a hot topic of conversation. Terrible screams. When a hunter hears these screams coming from the woods, he is astounded. Even though I'd have my rifle, I have to admit that I'd still be somewhat alarmed. It seems as though someone is being slaughtered, but many have said that the source of the sounds is only a mountain lion. Let's listen to it once more. What do you think would be the source of these screams?
Leviathan caught on trail camera. Prepare to be amazed by this startling incident captured by a trail camera. The footage reveals a truly astonishing sight. A girl seemingly suspended in midair, while a woman in an orange bomber jacket watches in awe. The girl's ethereal appearance gives rise to intriguing speculations. Some believe that a spirit may have taken control, causing her to levitate, leading to thoughts of possession. The video quickly spread, captivating the curiosity of many. As we look into the realm of the unknown, it's essential to keep an open mind and consider all the possibilities. Perhaps there's a natural explanation yet to be uncovered. Or maybe there's more to the story than meets the eye. A creature on the Appalachian Trail. An adventurous nature enthusiast ventures on a hike along the scenic Appalachian Trail, nestled in the beautiful Appalachian mountain region of North America. During the lush wilderness and diverse wildlife, an unexpected encounter leaves him bewildered. His eyes lock on a strange animal observing him from a distance. As he ventures closer, he's taken back by its appearance, an uncanny blend of a seal and a bird. The creature's beaks resemble those of a woodpecker, and its eyes hollow and black. Add to the intrigue. Eager to share the mysterious discovery, the video's uploaded onto the internet, sparking curiosity far and wide. Yet, the puzzle remains unsolved. Mysterious highway encounter. Imagine cruising along a busy highway, minding your own business, when something bizarre unfolds before your eyes. A driver's camera captures an unexpected scene that leaves them utterly bewildered. As they round a curve, a van approaches from the opposite direction. Watch closely as a man suddenly materializes on the road, seemingly falling from an unknown location. The vehicle's doors never open, ruling out the possibility of him falling from it. Speculations run wild. Did a portal appear, transporting him onto the road? Or does he possess extraordinary powers? Without knowing the man's identity or the full story, we're left pondering the unexplainable. Chilling cry for help. In the video, we witness a spine-tingling moment that no one wishes ever to encounter. We see a woman holding a laundry basket outside her house, about to enter a room. As she approaches the door, she freezes upon hearing a strained voice pleading for help. Followed by eerie moaning. Perplexed, she looks around but finds nothing unusual and eventually enters the room. The video then jumps to a later time after she called the police, who also hear the distressing sound. Despite the thorough investigation, they find no trace of the source. Speculations abound from hackers to pranks, even neighbors, but the truth remains elusive. The haunting cries for help in the video continue to baffle viewers. Mysterious home security sighting. In February of 2021, TikTok user Alyssa Nash 1 shared some spine-chilling home security footage that left viewers puzzled and intrigued. The video features a strange, shadowy figure moving up the stairs past one of the residents. Transparent and amorphous, the entity appears vaguely human in shape before floating out of view. As the video circulated on social media, it caused quite a stir, with many labeling it as a genuine paranormal sighting. Some viewers believed it to be a shadowy figure or even a demon, while others remained curious about the inexplicable apparition. Whether it's a trick of light or something more otherworldly, this dreadful encounter reminds us that the unknown still surrounds us. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Mysterious shadowy figure. In this security footage taken in a back alley, we witness some kids taking bikes. But something truly strange happens in the background. A pair of shadowy legs walk by, returning and seemingly reaching out to one of the boys, who turns around in surprise. The figure appears again before the clip ends, leaving viewers intrigued. Paranormal investigators believe these entities may be spiritual beings or lost souls, while others guess they could be interdimensional beings or even aliens. Reports of shadowy people from around the world share remarkable similarities, with some experiencing their presence during sleep paralysis. Though it's fascinating to consider these possibilities, we can always seek comfort under a blankie when spooked, knowing that these shadows can't get us there. A figure in the wilderness. Imagine stumbling upon this bizarre sight while going through your trail cam footage. You'd probably think one of two things. First, that a scarecrow had mysteriously detached from its pole, perhaps off to visit the Wizard of Oz. Or second, you might feel like you're wandering into a woodsy version of Elm Street. There's simply no logical explanation for a human-looking figure with a peculiar hat sprinting through the woods. It's enough to give anyone the chills and leave you wondering what on earth or beyond it you could have witnessed. Sometimes, nature can truly surprise us with the most inexplicable and eerie encounters, leaving us with more questions than answers.
Chupacabra captured. Where chupacabras are termed as the mythical creatures that don't really exist, a man, while walking on the road, spotted this bizarre creature grazing the grass. Shocked and completely terrified at his discovery, he started recording this scary creature. When the video was uploaded on the internet, people went insane, with lots of them calling it El Chupacabra, a legendary creature that is supposed to have the body of a dog and enormous fangs, which it uses to kill wild animals, especially goats, as chupacabra means goat sucker. Another man, while going for work, spotted one of them running along the fence line in Houston. Capturing its pictures at the right moment, the man apologizes for the images being a little fuzzy, but says it's because the creature was running at a fast speed, and trying to focus the camera would mean losing the once-in-a-lifetime creature. Orbs on trail camera. A deer grazing alone in the forest and not a demon around? How's that even possible? Finally, here it comes. A glowing orb-like figure floating in the air. Looking like a shining golf ball, it seems to follow the deer along the way, and then slowly coming down as the deer goes off the camera. Even though the deer disappeared at the end, the orb keeps hovering in the air. But what was this thing caught on the camera? A ghost? A UFO? With many previous sightings of the deer with such demonic beings, people believe it to be a similar entity. But let's not ignore the fact of it being a hoax or a camera trick. So, what was it really? Let me know your views. Lion attack. One thing people always fear to encounter when going in the woods is the wild animals. And if that wild animal turns out to be a lion, nobody can guarantee a safe return. One such incident happened with these guys as they were going inside their tents for the night, as two uninvited visitors appeared in front of their tents and started attacking everything that came their way. Furious and curious too, the lions seemed to search inside for prey, and one of them, the supposedly more hungry lion, spotted the man hiding in the tent and started tearing it with its mighty paws. Lingering around for some time and uncertain of getting his desired prey, both the lions leave, but with a terrified memory for the campers to remember. Tangled bucks. A couple, while taking a drive in the forest, spotted two bucks in the worst way possible, as they were badly trapped in the steel wires. The man, with a large plier in his hand, immediately came to the bucks' rescue, but already terrified of the miserable accident, the bucks were not ready to cooperate at any cost, especially the one standing, giving the poor man a hard time, because the more he tries to go near it, the more it gets frustrated, and sometimes even coming so close to breaking his neck until it was set free. The other one, laying on the ground and not moving at all for the whole time, got the man thinking it was dead till he cut its wire, and then it ran even faster than the other one towards the woods. Leopard versus panther. Shot in Karnataka, which is a state of India. This video has been making rounds on the internet, as it shows a hostile encounter between a black panther and a leopard. The leopard, who was already sitting up on a tree branch, was spotted by the panther, and then slowly approaching and climbing up the tree. These two were caught so close, the people had predicted the start of a brutal fight. As being stealth hunters, that's the only thing that could be expected from these black cats. But surprisingly, no attacks and no brutal ending. But the black cat returned to the ground without a fight. Sasquatch shadow. At one moment it's here, and the second it's gone. What could be this flashing creature caught on camera? With many people believing that it was a mountain lion or probably a bear that was caught on camera, when the video reached the investigators, they revealed that it was no bear or cougar, but actually a baby Sasquatch that was caught, as the super speed and the plausible head appearing on the camera shows that it was a bipedal animal caught on camera. Another similar creature was also caught on the camera, probably digging something off the forest's land. It seemed to have legs and arms just like a supposed Bigfoot. So, was it really a Bigfoot, or do you have any better explanation for the clip? Let me know. Yeti in woods. Captured in Ontario, Canada, this video started a debate on the internet as it shows a horrid figure sneaking out from the bushes in the dark forest. Many claim it's the actual Sasquatch caught on camera, while others called it a hoax. But with its huge dark eyes and terrifying features, when the video came to the investigators, they were easily convinced and stated that it is so far the most persuasive evidence of the Bigfoot's existence caught on camera, as the frightening features did not look like the work of a human. But let me know what you guys think. Is it a zombie, a Yeti, or perhaps just a masked man? Biped wolf. Driving near a forest after midnight, already scared of the Bigfoot's tales, the driver had to pull the brakes immediately as he spotted something strange. No, not a yeti, but this time he caught a wolf walking on its hind legs. But wait a moment, is that really a wolf? With its skinny arms, weird paws, and hard-to-spot ears, it doesn't really look like a canine, but it does have the furry skin of a wolf. So, really a wolf or some other creature? Let us know your views on the strange wolf picture. Alien in woods. Camping solo in the dark forest never ends well, does it? Well, it didn't for at least this guy, who heard sounds of leaves rustling near his tent. Spooked at the noises, he decided to investigate his surroundings, and then, taking out his camera alongside him, he started recording. Not knowing anything at first, it was after a few minutes had passed on his search when he spotted the bizarre figure. Standing still right in front of him, the figure, or apparently the alien, did not have any eyes or even a single feature to determine its kind, except the human body structure, which too did not tell much about the cryptid's identity.
Sword hand skeleton. Something as scary as this surely redefines the notion of haunting spirits in graveyards. With the appearance of a sharp footstep-like trail all around the cemetery, gravediggers decided to place a trail camera, hoping to find some answers. To their surprise, a disturbing-looking rake being was caught on camera as it was passing by the graves using its sword-like limbs to move. Its body was merely a dark shade of skeleton. While many consider it a rogue ghost, some call it to be a case of reincarnation or a dead man walking. Humpy ghost. It's probably the hump that may have gotten it not so mobile. A group of friends who were lighting up firecrackers to celebrate the 4th of July when they were interrupted by a high-pitched guttural cry. Curious for answers, they decided to investigate the noise. While passing through the trees, they were abruptly stopped after spotting what looks to be a weird, humpy entity in the dark. Since the idea of getting closer for identification wasn't an option, they decided to lobby a flying firecracker in its direction before running away.
Get out of here.
Many take it to be a case of a drugged-up human, but whatever it was surely is a terrifying sight to behold. Dark furry monster. This particular dark furry monster may initially seem like a man wearing a Halloween costume until you look closely at its eyes. Two explorers, while passing through the forest of northern Iran, spotted an eerie hiding behind the bushes. Due to the pitch darkness of the night, they were forced to get closer to it to investigate. While preaching religious chants, they were to get close, but still could barely see it. It had a dirty fur-like coat with incredibly white eyes that were visible. Due to lack of light and fear of the unknown, they weren't able to get a good look at it despite being spitting distance away from it.
Chilling cry for help. In the video, we witness a spine-tingling moment that no one wishes ever to encounter. We see a woman holding a laundry basket outside her house, about to enter a room. As she approaches the door, she freezes upon hearing a strained voice pleading for help. Followed by eerie moaning. Perplexed, she looks around but finds nothing unusual and eventually enters the room. The video then jumps to a later time after she called the police, who also hear the distressing sound. Despite the thorough investigation, they find no trace of the source. Speculations abound from hackers to pranks, even neighbors, but the truth remains elusive. The haunting cries for help in the video continue to baffle viewers. Mysterious home security sighting. In February of 2021, TikTok user Alyssa Nash 1 shared some spine-chilling home security footage that left viewers puzzled and intrigued. The video features a strange, shadowy figure moving up the stairs past one of the residents. Transparent and amorphous, the entity appears vaguely human in shape before floating out of view. As the video circulated on social media, it caused quite a stir, with many labeling it as a genuine paranormal sighting. Some viewers believed it to be a shadowy figure or even a demon, while others remained curious about the inexplicable apparition. Whether it's a trick of light or something more otherworldly, this dreadful encounter reminds us that the unknown still surrounds us. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below.
The Fossa. Alright, let's meet the Fossa. This Madagascar native is no ordinary feline. It's like a sneaky ninja relative of the mongoose. These cats play an essential role in nature's food chain, regulating their prey's populations like a true boss. But don't be fooled by those cute looks. The Fossa has a darker side too. Lemurs, beware! When these Fossas are around, they mean business, and lemurs vanish like magic tricks. Still, we can't help but admire their jungle stealth and the fact that they're exclusive to Madagascar, like a VIP guest list. The Obsessed Leopard. Guess who's the Mirror's biggest fan? Drumroll please. It's the leopard! Who knew these wild cats were such big admirers of themselves? This leopard found a mirror in the jungle and went all out, smothering it with affection. He even left some personal touches, coating it with his fur oils like it's a fancy spa treatment. But hey, can you blame him? With those stunning spots and sleek moves, he's the king of the runway. And just in case you're wondering, no, the elephants didn't share the same fascination. They're just too busy being cool giants, not mere fans like our stylish leopard. The Long Island Missing Posters. A hiker stumbled upon a trail of missing persons posters, all with the same face. Now, that's the stuff of nightmares. And the creepy journey didn't end there. It led to a cage with ripped clothes, more posters, and more suspicious liquid. Are we in a crime scene or a Hollywood thriller? Turns out, it was just a Halloween prank by some nearby folks. But hey, who needs sleep when you can have an adrenaline-fueled hike, right? So, if you're ever in New York and see a missing poster trail, just follow it to your own horror adventure. The Lansing Deer. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a new star on the dance floor. A deer. Yes, you heard it right. Yellowstone National Park's got some serious dance fever, and it's all thanks to this groovy deer. Trail cams captured the majestic moves of this hoof sensation, leaping and dancing like no one's watching. It's like a woodland ballet with a touch of jazz. Scientists are scratching their heads trying to figure out what's got this deer busting moves. Maybe it's practicing for its debut on Deer's Got Talent. Either way, we're in awe of this dance phenomenon in the wild.
Snake eating eggs. Well, that might look surprising, but there's a species of snake who likes to swallow entire eggs besides all many other living beings. Because apparently the eggs, especially those belonging to chickens, are their favorites. And speaking of which, bull snakes have got this ingenious ability to sense a chicken's coop. And unfortunately, if they are successful in finding one, there's no way to keep them away from it. The spooky trail cam footage shows this suspicious bull snake, who, after finding a nest full of eggs, was in awe of stealing them. Did you see how it swallowed the whole thing without even breaking it? Today's open discussion points towards this eerie figure rushing along a desolated roadside. A bunch of friends, while passing through this highway, were shocked to see a bizarre figure storming along at the speed of their car. At first, the group speculated it was an unusual wind, but when one of them took a picture of it, it turned out to be something beyond their imagination. With a skeleton-like thin body structure and pointed feet, the creepy figure appears to be walking on all four of its legs, where some are speculating it to be an alienoid figure, while others believe it's some sort of skinwalker searching for its next meal in the middle of nowhere. Let me know what you folks think of it in the comments section below. Strange furry creature. Out in the woods, a rather very suspicious creature was found lying lifeless on a bunch of fresh leaves. The footage shows a pile of gray hair with some sharp protruding claws, but since the figure is almost covered in a mess of hair, it seemed quite impossible to identify the species. Some say it's a mole during its decomposition, while others believe it's a mutant animal. Well, whatever it is, thank goodness it's not moving, because, judging by the looks of it, the creature sure looks fearsome.
Cursed photographs. Imagine taking pictures while hiking through a thick forest only to find a haunted spirit peeking through your photographs. Scary, isn't it? A similar series of events happened with a couple when they were enjoying their hiking venture in the mountain forest, unaware of the presence of spooky spirits wandering around. Upon looking through their camera roll, they were astonished to spot a strange presence behind them. At first, it seemed like a bird, captured while taking its flight, but as they zoomed over, a wave of fear ran across their body as there was a strange figure with a clear face peeking from the trees. A demonic presence, a satanic face trying to get in the frame of a happy couple like Curse. The couple ran checks over this footage. However, this case remained unresolved as the authorities were unable to locate any evidence regarding this strange encounter. Ominous nightmare. When your eyes suddenly open in the middle of the night, a normal person would usually encounter darkness and peaceful silence surrounding him, wouldn't he? But there are some people who would come across cursed creatures with their dreadful sight and voices haunting the surroundings if their eyes accidentally opened at a specific time, or, you can say, 3 a.m. In this video, a girl encounters a goat coming from behind the curtain. At first glance, it appears normal, but as the goat opens its mouth, waves of horrific sound reach the eardrums, making one hold his ear. The girl shifts her camera towards the clock, showing the dreadful time of the day, 3 a.m. In the meantime, the goat's shrieking voice, accompanied by the black tentacles coming out of its mouth and glowing eyes, can be seen clearly in the darkness of the night. This scene is truly terrifying for one sight, but the vlogger seems accustomed to this behavior of the goat and calmly closes the door on the goat, completely shutting it out of the room. The Creature of Romania. This peculiar video began with a man recording himself while talking about the unusual sighting that occurred in the Romanian zoo. The man emphasized that such a creature had never been sighted anywhere in the world. However, it is enchained here at the Romanian zoo constraints. After the initial warning, the man entered a dark hall filled with other tourists and visitors. Among these usual voices, strange howls and cries were heard, which kept getting louder as the man moved further into the hall. At last, in the end, a colossal cage was seen with a dwarf-like creature with a distorted face and features, amusing the curious tourists with his unusual appearance and distinct howls. Wild intruder. Who would have imagined that, when you clocked out of your job, the next time you see your workplace, it would be in the coverage of a news channel portraying a horrific scene of a wild bear entering your workplace? It is a heinous sight, isn't it? That exact scene was recorded in the camera footage of Aspen Resort, where a wild bear was wandering around in the resort's kitchen. It is an abominable situation one must never encounter, but sometimes luck is not on your side. This luck ran short on the night guard of Aspen Resort, where he met the rile-up bear after hearing the rustle and bustle in the kitchen. At first, the security didn't come face-to-face with the bear, but as he slowly inspected further into the blind spot of camera footage, the wild bear flung out his sharp claws toward the poor security guard and tossed the poor guy at a feet distance, which probably was best as he sprung out of the door, while the bear also finds this opportunity to escape from that place. A heroic day. A daunting encounter took place on the streets of British Columbia, Canada, where a bear came in a face-to-face meeting with a little boy strolling along with his cycle in front of his front door. Upon seeing the boy, the bear walked gradually toward him in his quest to sniff the young lad. However, in this spine-tingling situation, the boy didn't lose his calm. Instead, he kept still and stared at the bear as he sprinted towards him. When there were only a few inches left between the kid and the bear, a man from behind plunged into the scene like an angel from the sky. With his arm wide open, he began hushing away the bear. Luckily, this trick worked, and the bear ran towards the car and hid behind it. The man still kept looking for the bear in an attempt to scare him away, and his efforts bore fruit as the bear quickly walked away from the neighborhood. Overall, it was an act of courage by both. The young boy kept his nerves under control, while the man courageously took charge of the situation and saved the day.
A huge black bear. After a child kept informing his father that he was seeing a bear next door, a trail camera captured this really humorous moment. Evidently not believing him, the father decided to set up one of his old trail cameras. As we can see, this enormous bear has established a home in the crawl area of an abandoned house. This big man is out and about and having a good time. Black bears can be nasty animals though, and can be rather aggressive. Weird creature found in woods. When people think of spooky clips captured by trail cameras, they frequently conjure up visions of ghostly children gazing around. However, as this video demonstrates, not all scary characters are dead. A hunter who wanted to monitor wildlife in the forest near his property used a trail camera, which captured this picture of a freakishly tall man wearing a mask and holding a machete. It's unknown why the man in this clip, who doesn't seem to be aware of the camera, was in the woods on the night it was shot. However, the fact that he chose to cover his face would indicate that his intentions were anything but pure. This individual was never seen there again. Sasquatch on stroll. Taking a morning walk in the woods of Maine, the man did not have any idea that he had also got a companion strolling along with him. Making a vlog and talking about the deep woods tracks and the wild animals present there, it was right before the dude shifted his camera that the alleged Sasquatch was captured standing still beside a tall tree, probably stalking or just hiding from the man. The Yeti did not even move a limb the whole time the camera was on it. But because the man did not notice the horrid figure on the spot, he only got a glimpse of it. Ghostly shadow. Living in the middle of the dark forest, the man had been spotting a strange shadow in his backyard. Therefore, after several appearances, he decided to follow it this time. Waiting for it on the other side, it was when he shifted that he spotted a huge shadow between the trees. It was a huge, slightly distorted shadow that was caught walking in the woods and left the people in shock as they considered it one of the most convincing evidence of an apparition captured. Snowy Bigfoot. Standing in the middle of nowhere, a group of explorers spotted this bizarre bipedal creature walking down the mountain. It had a huge body all covered in thick black hair. With a few claiming it to be another hiker walking on the mountain, onlookers stated that the creature was not wearing any snowshoes. Therefore, the examiners revealed that walking on the snow slope without any visible support would be impossible for a human. And the fact that it covered such a long distance in only a few seconds, right when the camera recorded the broad view, left the people stunned. Because, well, again, walking with such fast speed in snow is a hard task to do for any person. It's time for today's open discussion. A man heard some strange noises coming from his backyard, and going out to see what's happening, he did not capture anything in the woods present near his house. But it's when he shifts his camera that he spots the cryptid. With his back towards him, it felt like the creature was trying to take a big leap to reach the rooftop. Scared but trying to get rid of the creep outside his house, the man tossed a stick towards it. and then, turning around to see the man, not in a mood to react, the creature jumped on the roof, climbed it, and ran towards the other side. Though it is not known where it went, the camera captured it again, this time running on a road. But the huge size got the spectators thinking if it was really the exact creeper, or if some other creature had been wandering in their area.
Groot-like creature. If Groot has an evil twin, this probably has to be it. A Virginia family of 3 went out for trekking in the nearby forest where they noticed a tall, dark man-like tree that also happened to be staring at them. The parents commented that they felt like being followed by an unknown stalker hours after entering the forest. Coincidentally, they happened to notice the same tree, despite moving for several hours, which raised their suspicion. Interestingly, the tree creature didn't seem to have any footsteps left behind and remained stationary until it was seen moving slowly. Could it be that a tree somehow came to life, or is it an outer Earth visitor? Giant Tarzan. A sighting such as this is probably a dream come true for all the Tarzan fans. A construction worker in Minnesota, while on a break, saw that this very tall man, who was caught by the magnificence of modern construction, it looked almost naked, covered only by a dark piece of clothing with a height twice to that of an average person. As one of the construction workers riding on his bicycle passed by that point, this real-life Tarzan suddenly disappeared. Since the footage was taken from quite a distance, the tall man wasn't identified properly. Caned Ghost Yoda. Facing off a pissed Yoda is more dangerous than all other scary creatures in the dark. A cowboy on a horse was passing through woods while looking at some missing cattle, bumped into a tiny being having similarity to that of a Yoda from Star Wars. This Yoda, resembling a ghost, was running towards the cowboy while aggressively stabbing its sharp cane on the ground. It began to gain pace upon closing in, and due to the fear of the unknown, the man responded by fleeing. While the actual intentions of the caned ghost Yoda may remain a mystery, it definitely couldn't be any good. Aggressive Yeti. What could be scarier than being killed by a Yeti? It's having one to trip and fall onto you. In January 2021, 2 friends out on a 3-day hiking adventure came across some way scarier than your typical wild animal, a Yeti. The Yeti appeared out of nowhere and started inspecting their backpacks when they returned back to their base camp with firewood. During the unwarranted inspection, the Yeti unknowingly pepper sprayed itself in the eyes. It began to panic aggressively. It got so aggressive that it nearly fell on the hikers before stumbling down the hilly terrain. Bigfoot with glowing eyes. Maybe this Bigfoot was just showing off its sparkling eyes. A TikToker, while out in the Canadian woods for a video, had a close call with this giant gorilla-like creature with exceptionally bright eyes. At first, it was thought of being some gorilla, until after it came closer while passing by. Being caught in fear and confusion, he decided to film the incident. To get answers, the video was uploaded on social media, where many called it a Bigfoot, and that this might be the closest ever encounter with one of them. The TikToker definitely was fortunate enough that the Bigfoot didn't display any predatory behavior. Naked man. A hunter, while passing past a forest nearby Tomorrow World area, when he heard someone calling at him for help. Upon looking down, he noticed a man with not a stitch of clothing on him standing by the creek along with a walking cane. While maintaining distance, the naked man claimed that he had been robbed, beaten up, and stripped of all clothing by bullies during the music festival before being dropped in the woods. After days of trying to survive, he decided to stick next to the creek. The hunter managed to get a number of the naked man's next of kin to get in touch so they could come and get him. This picture was captured by a lost traveler who was passing through a forest in New Zealand on June 10, 2021. The traveler, while stopping to rest for the night, was disturbed by a terrifying zombie-like cry not too far from his location. In hopes to offer help, He called closer to the source of the sound, only to find its point of origin from something that looked unlike any known human. Seconds after the encounter, the traveler immediately decided to flee for his life. After several minutes of running away, the recorder hid himself under a tree bark and decided to remain stationary till dawn, leaving having this picture, the only clear view of this being. Paranormal creature climbing. Something so dark and tiny as this rules out the possibility of it being a burglar. A security camera placed opposite to a villa in a rural area of Karnataka, India, shows a black child-sized creature that crawls next to the villa until it starts climbing up. Locals believe it to be the spirit of a young child that once lived in the house to be returning, while others believe it to be a jinn. Whatever this may have been, it was surely sneaky enough to get past the guard that was sleeping in a chair facing right in front of this paranormal being. Dead alienoid. Alien or not, death surely doesn't spare anyone. Texas farmers who had lost several of their chickens due to numerous animal attacks decided to lay down a bait to draw out the animal. Upon doing so, they noticed a very unusual looking animal in the fields who took the bait in a manner similar to the attack on the chickens. One of the farmers, either pissed or terrified of this alienoid, fired at it, but it managed to escape. After following the bloody trail closely, the alien animal was later found dead next to a tiny bush after having bled out due to the critical wound. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.
Tiny skinwalker. A photographer set up his camera on the Scottish River to capture the otters crossing the water, and was shocked to see what his trail cam had saved for him. Captured in the woods of Scotland, the video starts with the serene view of the flowing river and heavenly trees. After a few minutes have passed, a strange figure appears on the left side of the screen. It looks like an apparition that was caught coming from one of the trees, and then, standing in front of the other one, it was gone again. Could it be one of the elves that are supposed to live among the trees? If not, then showing its little witchy body and then disappearing in the blink of an eye. It was definitely an otherworldly creature. Glowing angel. Shot in West Virginia, the footage shows an illuminating figure standing on the ground. Looking like it has recently landed from the sky, the bright figure with large wings on its back is holding a wand in one of its hands. Though it's hard to figure out the body of the supposed angel because of the blatant light coming from it. People believe it is an angel which came down to help them, as there have been many people that have gone missing in the forest. But others are skeptical and believe it to just be a human wearing an angel's costume, due to its face resembling a man when zoomed in. But even if it's a human, how the heck is it glowing? Backyard ghost. Hearing strange sounds coming from a nearby area, this man instantly came outside to figure out what was happening. Standing in his backyard, as he was concentrating on the voice, it started coming closer, and it felt like the creature was standing right outside the man's house. Thinking it might be of some wild animal and going back inside, the man was shocked when he checked his security cam footage, as it had captured a strange thing. Floating right beside the man, though it was not a proper figure, and from a distance looked like a rod floating in the air, the distorted shape and the illuminating body could only be seen from a close angle. Making the assertion that it could be a skinwalker that has come with a changed shape, the man checked his camera footage every day after the incident, but couldn't capture anything other than hearing weird noises again. Unidentified creature. At the end of 2022, this clip was taken. The following unusual video was uploaded to the internet by a member of Reddit, and it appears to show something utterly bizarre outside his father's place of employment on a trail camera that was set up right against the woods. The video starts out looking rather regular, displaying a wooded path. However, it doesn't take long for this ordinary film to take a truly bizarre and unsettling turn. As you can see, a mysterious apparition, possibly two, may be seen strolling along the pathway in front of the trail camera. The thing is observed moving in a very unnerving way as it walks. There has been discussion in the comments of the post, but no rational answer has been offered. Nobody knows what the terrible footage actually shows. There was clearly some video here that nobody should have seen. Ghost dog. The strangest part of all of this is that the backyard is completely secured with an 8-foot-high fence, so there is no way any other dog could get inside when a person caught it on camera. He sprinted out to the backyard to investigate, but the mysterious white dog had disappeared. An Australian father of two was horrified when he saw his security footage capturing what appeared to be a ghostly dog running around with his pet dog, Ryder. Without a trace, despite his best efforts to unravel the mystery of the ghost encounter, he was clearly shaken by the eerie footage, since he couldn't explain how the dog got into his well-protected backyard. Strange, skinny creature. This man managed to capture a unique species of creature on camera. He heard weird noises outside his house one night, so he decided to check into the bush that surrounds it with his torch and camera. What he saw shocked him, and definitely is going to shock you too. The man is spooked by an odd alien thing, as you can see in the video. The alien then turns around and appears to vanish into the undergrowth, never to be seen again. What do you guys think? This video is undoubtedly incredibly upsetting, and it appears to be a very clear sighting of an extraterrestrial. Disappearance. This unsettling video was captured by CCTV in the back of an apartment block. We came across this one by accident, and we're curious about what you guys would think about it. Two pals are walking while the video is playing. One of them mysteriously vanishes. As we replay it, it appears as though he was swept into thin air by a beam of light. Initially, we thought it was strange, but the way his friend flees nearly makes it seem sincere. Just let us know your thoughts on this video, if you have any. Another spooky video that was recorded recently is based on the disappearance of a human. A year ago, the clip appeared to be taking place in an industrial area or a junkyard. In the video, a spectral apparition can be seen floating from your screen's left side. The dogs can be seen getting up from their bed or another pile and approaching the area to investigate. The floating item is the target of their barking and wailing. But what exactly is this? The dogs are undoubtedly startled by the floating entity, and the end of the clip is even creepier as our footage zooms in so we can have a better look. Ghost sighting in forest. Uncut trail camera footage of this bizarre incident was posted on YouTube on December 19th, 2022 by the Homesteading Off the Grid channel. A very terrible sight was captured on one of the landowner's trail cameras in this video. Because he owns a lot of forest land and enjoys hunting, the owner set up numerous cameras in the area to record what kinds of animals wander in his forest. But this time, he didn't get a typical animal. Instead, he caught something stranger and more unsettling. As you can see, the video shows an odd creature wandering through the bushes while wearing a robe. Uncertainty surrounds, as it is not clear whether this is merely a human wearing a lengthy white robe or a supernatural entity. We believe it to be a man dressed in a robe, but why would an unusual man wander the jungle? And what would he do there exactly? He nearly appears to be lost. There isn't much more information available about this video, so please comment below and let us know what you think.
Police captured the mischievous bear. Once upon a time in a quiet little city, being strange was passing. People woke up to find their cars all knocked up, and it was not because of a big storm. No, there was a bear on the loose, and it sounded to have a thing for cars. The furry troublemaker would come out at night and start poking around, breaking windows, and scratching the clear paint. The townsfolk were getting enough worried about their damaged cars, and they knew they had to do being, so they called the police. The courageous officers set up a plan to catch the bear red-handed. They put out some tempting snacks and left a trail of honey leading to a big net. One night, the bear took the lure, following the appetizing scent straight into the trap. The net fell and the bear was caught. The people cheered for their heroic police, who had eventually put an end to the car-stranding bear's darkness tricks. The city could sleep peacefully, formerly more, knowing their cars were safe from the mischievous bear's paw prints. Creepy crawlies captured on trail cam. In the quiet darkness of the forest, hidden from natural eyes, being mysterious was passing. Trail cameras, like silent guardians, were landing the secrets of the night. These were not ordinary night scenes. They were filled with creepy crawlies that made your skin twinge with conspiracy and shivers. Imagine a moonlit night where black stepped and leaves whispered secrets. Suddenly, the trail camera caught a spider spinning its intricate web, glistering with dew. The creepy silence was broken by the soft fluttering of nightsticks, captured flight in their search for prey. The camera's lens revealed slippery critters like owls, their eyes flashing like burning coals, and a curious raccoon scavenging for night snacks. As the night wore on, the trail camera's observant eye disclosed a world, many ever confirmation. It was a spine-clinking trip into the quiet nightly life of the forest, where creepy crawlies took center stage, and the darkness held its secrets nearby. Deer's day and night, wandering. Once upon a time, in a big wild forest, there was a graceful deer. This deer, a beautiful animal with soft brown fur and gentle eyes, wandered the woods day and night. Every morning it would wake up to the cheerful songs of chirping birds and the warm beams of the sun. During the day, the deer would explore the lush green forest, nibbling on the sweet, sensitive leaves and sipping from the clear, cool canals that crossed the woods. The deer was always careful, keeping an observance out for the sounds of peril and looking out for its fellow forest familiars. As the sun would set, painting the sky with vibrant colors, the deer's adventure continued. The night brought a different kind of magic to the forest. The deer would foot still, guided by the steely moonlight and the stars' gentle beat, searching for food and sharing secrets with the nightly animals. In this alluring timber, the deer's wandering was an everlasting tale of coherence and wonder, day and night, in the heart of nature's grab. Eerie encounters. One dark and stormy night, our security cameras recorded being truly crazy. As the rain cast the windows, the camera's alert eyes caught a series of unexplained, creepy events that transferred shivers down our spines. First, a mysterious figure appeared in the backyard, masked in dark. It moved like a ghostly wisp, making no sound and leaving no trace. We watched in unbelief as it wandered through the theater, dissolving into thin air. Next, camera picked up unaccountable spheres of light floating through the living room. These immaterial spheres danced and flicked, illustrating the dark corners of the way before dissolving without a trail. To make effects indeed creepier, a strange, unearthly noise sounded through the empty hallway. Transferring the family into a fury. The camera captured their alarmed responses as they goggled at the unnoticeable intruder. These unexplained, weird circumstances continue to hang security footage, leaving us both beat and scarified with no reasonable explanation in sight.
Piebald deers. The white-tailed deer is without a doubt an animal that has been recorded on trail cameras the most. Everyone is familiar with them because they are the standard brown deer with a white tail. So it's fortunate that we occasionally get a glimpse of piebald deer. They are not a distinct species or subspecies of deer, but rather a genetic variation that can appear in several different deer species, including white-tailed deer, mule deer, and elk. Piebald deer are thought to be relatively uncommon, with estimates indicating that only 1% of deer population exhibits them. Those who see it frequently inquire about hunting. Like other deer with typical coloring, piebald deer can be legally hunted in many regions where hunting is allowed. However, because piebald deer are seen to be an uncommon and distinctive variant of the species, some hunters may decide not to hunt them. Some regions may have laws or hunting restrictions protecting piebald deer. Anyhow, it's a fantastic camera catch, and it's incredible how occasionally their eyes can be completely dark.
A mischievous sheep. Have you ever gone fishing and felt like you were completely at one with nature? Well, that's exactly what this fisherman felt. As he was peacefully catching fish by the water, a sheep lurking behind him had other plans. The sheep hit the poor fisherman so hard in the back that he fell straight into the water. And to add insult to injury, the sheep was all ready for round 2. Moral of the story, you never know what kind of trouble might be lurking behind you, even when you're just trying to enjoy a peaceful fishing trip. A brave mother. Did you see the video of the mother wolf and her cubs? It's amazing. After the snowmelt caused a flood, the mother had to move her babies out of the den to keep them from drowning. The footage from a trail cam shows the mother bravely carrying all 7 of her little ones to safety. It's so heartwarming to see how fiercely she protected them, even risking her own life. It just goes to show you that a mother's love knows no bounds. A dancing deer. This trail camera caught a deer just enjoying its day in the forest without a care in the world. It was prancing around almost like it was dancing, and it was a joy to watch. The deer continued to frolic for a few minutes before eventually returning to its herd. We're so lucky that we were able to capture this happy moment on camera. It's pretty amazing to watch these animals enjoying their freedom out in the wild, right? Monkeys. At the beginning of the video, you see a group of them wandering up to a trail camera, and they're clearly very curious. One brave monkey even gets right up in front of the camera to get a closer look. After a little while, they start to play with each other, climbing and jumping around, but then suddenly they all scatter out of view. It turns out they weren't just playing, they were trying to steal the camera. We can see someone's trying to move the camera. These monkeys are definitely up to no good. The glowing jellyfish. Have you seen the latest video from the deep under the sea? It's mind-blowing. It features a species of comb jelly that appears to be glowing with multiple colored lights. The video captures a rainbow light show that's simply mesmerizing. But how is this even possible, you ask? Well, it turns out that the comb jelly uses its cilia, the tiny hair-like structures on its body, to create this magical display. As the cilia move, they scatter light in different directions, creating a stunning display of colors. Elk with a tire. So there was this video from a trail cam that showed an elk wearing a tire like a necklace. Can you believe it? For 2 whole years, this poor guy just went about his business with the tire around his neck. As time passed, his antlers and neck grew bigger, making it impossible for him to remove the tire by himself. Thankfully, the wildlife officials stepped in to help. They gave him some medicine to make him sleep and then tried to take off the tire. But unfortunately, they had to cut off his antlers too. But don't worry, the elk will grow a fresh new pair of antlers soon enough. A genet. Did I just see a tiny cat chilling on the backs of some huge animals? When this video first hit the internet, it was pretty mind-blowing and left everyone wondering how the cat was so chill about it all. Some folks even quipped that the cat must have been crowned the new queen of the animal kingdom. But wait, the experts had their say too. They explained that the cat, which is a genet, was probably just being clever and using the other animals as a lookout for hunting. How cool is that? That little cat definitely knows how to get what it wants. The subscriber's pick. This image shows us a weird, long, whitish creature in the woods. Doesn't it look really, really scary? Well, if you're thinking this might be real, let us assure you it isn't. The image belongs to a very famous horror artist named Trevor Henderson, and along with this one, he's made a couple of other creatures too, including the famous Siren Head, the cartoon cat, the bridgeworm, the wandering faith, and many more. But who knows? There's always a chance that some of them can be real. Elephants. This incredible trail cam video captured a herd of elephants passing through the jungle. It's such a rare sight to see these majestic animals in their natural habitat, and this footage is truly breathtaking. The elephants appear so mighty as they make their way through the forest, with the females and young ones all together. It's amazing to think that trail cams can capture these kinds of moments in the wild, and this video is a great reminder of the beauty and power of nature.
My that's crazy.
Welcome to a world of mystery and spookiness, where things get a little weird and the woods have secrets that are hard to explain. Watch this trail cam video collection and join us on a journey into the strange and mysterious. Get ready for some creepy moments, strange sightings, and encounters with huge creatures that we cannot quite figure out. These moments were caught on cameras hidden deep in the wilderness, and they'll definitely make you question what you thought you knew. However, come explore the unknown with us, but be careful, the journey might be a bit scary, if you're up for it. Mystic Deer and Ghost. Deep in a mysterious forest, something strange happened. A secret show unfolded, caught by a hidden camera in the woods. A special deer appeared, kind of like a magical guardian in the middle of the spooky trees. Its eyes glowed in the dark night, making it look like something from another world. But then, a big change came. Out of the dark shadows, a see-through creature showed up. It was like a ghost moving really fast, faster than anything normal. No one could see its face because it was moving so quickly. The magical deer and the ghostly thing presented a weird view, like they were telling a scary story without words. Anyone watching got confused and a little scared. The see-through creature moved like smoke, leaving a mark on the hidden story of the forest. And then, just like that, the ghost appeared into the shadows where it came from. It was like a quick, quiet whisper in the windy, spooky forest. People left with a big question in their minds. What secrets hide in the shadows, and what are the invisible creatures in the mystical woods keeping to themselves? Alien Mermaid. Far, far away from Greenland, way down in the super chilly sea, something super strange happened. Two brave guys armed with a cool cam spark set out on a big adventure. They thought it was just a regular fishing trip, but boy were they wrong. When they threw their net into the icy water, guess what they caught? Not a fish, but a crazy cool creature, an alien mermaid. This mermaid had scales that sparkled like the northern lights. The guys were so surprised, staring at her shiny tail and magical eyes. The alien mermaid was not expecting this either. She was caught deep down underwater, and she started talking to the fishermen in a language they'd never heard. Her voice was like music from the ocean. The guys were both amazed and kind of scared. They could not believe they found such a weird and wonderful creature so far from home, wondering how she ended up in the freezing waters near Greenland. Hikers in the mountains. In the quiet woods, a hiker stopped on the path, looking at something strange. Up in a tree, peeping through the leaves, the hiker saw a busy cameraman below.
I look up, and there's this dude walking up on the road.
The hiker's eyes got big, and a confused face appeared. What is happening down there? The leaves above, moving in the wind, seemed to keep secrets. With a tilted head, the hiker looked closely, trying to see everything.
Look. My that's crazy.
A camera stood on sticks, pointing at a mysterious spot. Birds chirped like they knew something too. The hiker, hidden in the trees, felt like a secret viewer in a nature show. Leaning on the tree, the hiker just watched silently. The cameramen moved like they practiced, filming things not clear. A soft wind brought the smell of pine, making it even more magical.
Look. My that's crazy.
The hiker, surrounded by nature's show, kept watching, wondering what story the forest and the cameramen were telling. And so, under the leafy cover, the hiker stayed, taken by the quiet story in the middle of the wild. Explorer got attacked by Yeti. In a mysterious forest, a brave explorer went on a big adventure with just a camera. They wanted to capture the unknown beauty of nature, but things took a scary turn. Suddenly, a loud roar broke the peaceful silence, and huge furry creatures like the ones from stories appeared. The explorer got really scared as they realized they were facing Yetis, those legendary creatures. The camera shook as it tried to catch casts of the scary Yeti coming out from the trees. The calm forest turned into a battlefield between the explorer and the wild Yeti. It was a super tense situation as the explorer fought to stay safe, and the camera recorded every scary moment. In this nail-biting story, it's hard to tell what is real and what is just a legend. People watching are left wondering if the explorer will make it out of the Yeti's grasp, or if they'll become a part of the forest's hidden secrets.
Господи! Ой ты, батюшки мои, боже!
Strange creature. One spooky night deep in the jungle, something really creepy happened. A hidden camera in the tall trees saw it all. Picture this. The moon is shining weirdly, and out of the darkness comes this really scary creature. You can barely see its shape, but it's moving in a way that is like a nightmare from a scary story. This creature crawls in a strange, unsettling way, like it's intentionally trying to give you the chills. The camera catches its eyes, and they have this weird glow that makes your spine sting. The jungle, usually buzzing with night sounds, goes silent, like it's either amazed or spooked by this critter. Every time the creature takes a step, it's like a drumbeat in the quiet night. It moves through the dark jungle so smoothly, making everything feel uneasy. The jungle, full of secrets and shadows, accidentally shows off this mysterious visitor, and the camera is the only one who saw this weird dance in the middle of the wild. Mysterious Bigfoot Forest Enigma. In a big green forest, something strange happened. The sun looked down on a calm river, and the sounds of the water mixed with the noises of the trees. The river, surrounded by tall green trees, shared secrets of the leaves that whispered in the breeze. In the bright daytime, something appeared, a ghostly figure moving through the woods. It was kind of hard to see, like a mystery in the edge of your eyes. Was it part of the forest, or did it come from the dark parts? This thing, all wrapped up in mystery, looked like a huge legendary giant. Maybe the secret protector of the wild, the one people called Bigfoot. Covered in fur and moved with a clear goal. In its big hands it held something, but nobody could figure out what it was or why it was there. As this mysterious creature walked through the trees, the air felt full of questions. Every step made people wonder, but the leaves in the river stayed silent. The forest, keeping its secrets, watched as the strange figure disappeared into the shadows. What made it wander around? The puzzle hung in the air, a mystery written into the forest story, leaving everyone looking for answers. The meeting of the everyday world and the magical unknown continued, a story untold in the ancient, tree-filled hideaway. Dogman caught on cam. In a quiet forest at sunset, something really amazing came off. A camera on a tree recorded a strange creature called a dogman. The sun went down, making long, dark, and thick trees. Suddenly, a noise in the bushes caught the camera's attention. A creature came out with a person's body, but a dog's head, sneaking through the trees. Its fur had browns and grays, making it blend in perfectly. The dogman's ears perked up, smelling the air to sense something close. In the fading sunlight, its eyes shone like magic. The camera zoomed in, showing the creature's strong body and dog-like features. The dogman moved smoothly, nearly like a ghost going through the forest with a blend of human and animal skills. People who saw the movie were really interested in the riddle critter. The dogman faded into the dark, leaving everyone curious and with lots of questions about what secrets the timber hides. Creepy man. In a quiet forest where trees share secrets with the wind, something spooky happened. A creepy man hidden in the darkness slowly came out, like a mysterious creature waking up.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
He moved without making a sound, like leaves rumoring in the night. A sneaky camera hidden in the trees recorded this scary moment. The lens showed the man's ghostly figure crawling out from the thick bushes, with his eyes giving off a weird glow.
Just some cruisers, man!
The moon's pale light touched his strange face, making the branches above seem scared. As the camera mugged each strange move, the air got really tense. The man's presence was like a scary puzzle the forest did not want to figure out. His crawling shadow against the dark background gave everyone goosebumps, telling a spooky story without words. The forest, once a peaceful place, now kept the secret of the crawling man, a mystery frozen in the camera's stare. The recorded video turned into a rumored tale shared by those who believed in spooky things, leaving a lasting memory in the scared soul of the woods.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
Mystical spider enigma. In the secret house, a secret video happened, taken by a hidden house camera. In the video, a man was just doing regular work in his backyard. He was cleaning up old stuff when something strange appeared from his garden, a huge spider. This spider felt like a mysterious sign as the daylight got weaker. The air got heavy, like the spider knew secrets wrapped up in its big body. The man went from surprise to real fear because this spider was way too big and creepy. He tried to use his cleaning tool to scare it away, but the spider didn't care. It kept moving slowly, like it had a plan, making the place feel spooky and quiet. In this weird dance between the man and the spider, fear took over the backyard. The man tried hard to hit the spider, making a scary noise. But here's the strange part. The spider, this magical giant bug, didn't care about the man's hits. It went on like it had a job to do, like it followed some kind of magic. The huge spider went after the man, not stopping. The man, just a regular person caught in fear, ran away. And then the video suddenly ended, like it had its own secrets. The mystery of the giant spider stayed like a puzzle in the dark, full of scary feelings, wonder, and places nobody knows. Massive sea creature. In a big, never-ending ocean, something really huge moved under the waves. One sunny day, a military helicopter flying over the sea saw a giant shadow swimming below. The people inside the helicopter could not believe what they were seeing, a gigantic ocean creature coming up from the deep. It was like a super big ancient monster showing itself. The helicopter's blades were spinning fast as the military team figured out what to do. They stayed up in the air looking down and saw how massive the creature was. Its skin sparkled in the sunlight and the waves splashed against its really big body. Everyone on the helicopter got tense as they told their headquarters about finding this giant sea creature. It became a careful dance between the people and the monster. While the helicopter went around, the sea giant moved slower, maybe confused by the sudden visit. The military team, amazed and careful, quickly took movie and notes about this incredible discovery. Creepy encounter. In the spooky Appalachian Mountains, there is a scary story about a person exploring the thick jungle with just a camera. As they went deeper, the place got super quiet, and it felt like the trees were sharing old secrets. Things got really tense when the brave explorer saw something creepy. The camera caught it all, and it was so creepy that it made them shiver. The bushes hinted that something spooky was there, even though they could not see it. All of a sudden, the camera showed a strange figure hiding in the dark. It looked like a spooky dance of darkness and moonlight, giving the explorer a big scare. As this weird thing seemed to notice them and stared at the camera, the explorer was stuck, scared, and fascinated at the same time. They did not make a cast. The camera kept recording, showing a ghostly encounter in the Appalachian wilds. This creepy adventure left a scary memory, turning the once beautiful jungle into a place of secrets that will always give you the creeps. Strange creature. Once in a quiet farm, something weird got caught on camera. A strange creature not like anything you've seen. It had a long, strong, scaled tail like an alligator, but then was surprised. No arms. Yep, you got it right. No arms at all. The farmers doing their daily work could not believe their eyes when they found this odd creature. Its scaly tail moved around, swishing and swaying, going through the fields in a really interesting and kinda spooky way. The camera took a video of every moment, freezing the creature's picture with its special armless look. Lots of questions flew around the farm like busy freaks. What was this creature? Where did it come from? And the big one, style did it get by without arms? Everyone in town chatted about the mystery of the scaly-tailed creature, making the ordinary days on the farm feel a bit magical. Deep-sea creature. As the sun went down and depicted the sky with warm colors, a curious guy with a camera found something amazing at the empty beach. Wondering about a strange shape peeking from the beach, he decided to check it out. With every step, the creature revealed itself, and the man's eyes got big. He quickly aimed his camera, capturing the mysterious thing hidden there for who knows how long. The creature looked like it was from another world, with see-through fins that shimmered in the fading light. Its shiny scales suggested a life in the deep sea that people might not understand. Not bothered by the man's snooping, the creature seemed to be peacefully asleep, keeping its secret safe on the beach. The man, feeling a mix of amazement and nervousness, recorded lots of videos, making sure to remember this rare moment. As the camera clicked, a feeling of awe filled the air, making the man suppose about all the hidden mysteries beneath the surface of our everyday world. Sneak attack. In a quiet, sun-soaked influent, a mischievous alligator hatched a devious plan. With stealthy eyes lurking just above the water's surface, it observed a young boy casting his fishing line into the peaceful river. Suddenly, like a shadow in the murky depths, the alligator devised a sneak attack. With a swift charge, it burst forth from the water, jaws wide open, aiming to snatch the boy's prized catch. The unsuspecting boy, absorbed in the thrill of the catch, was caught off guard. The splash echoed through the serene surroundings as the alligator's attempt was captured by a hidden camera. The reptilian thief's daring attack unfolded in a series of shots, freezing the heart-pounding moment when predator and prey collide. The boy, astonished by the unexpected assault, managed to escape with his fish, while the alligator sneaks back into the water, its snout disappearing beneath the ripples. The stolen moment, frozen in time by the cam, became a tale of the wild, a reminder of nature's unpredictable dance between survival and surprise. Bear encounter. Once in a big wild jungle, two familiars decided to explore. They walked among tall trees and twisted vines, feeling excited about what was ahead. As they went further, they heard a noise in the bushes. Suddenly, a huge bear came out, its fur shining in the sunlight. The hikers got really scared and stood still. The bear was more curious than mean.
Go to the left side of the trail.
Left side of the trail.
It sniffed the air and stood up on its back legs. The hikers, hearts beating fast, stepped back slowly, trying not to upset the big animal.
Hey, bear.
The jungle got super quiet as this surprising meeting happened. Eventually, the bear, maybe tired of watching the scared humans, strolled back into the jungle. The hikers felt so relieved, realizing they had a close moment with the wild beauty. The jungle, once mysterious, became a story they'd tell for a long time, a story of bravery and the day they met a bear in the deep, wild heart of nature. Dogman werewolf caught on cam. Late one night in a deep jungle, a brave lady went camping with just her safe torch. Little did she know the forest had secrets she never imagined.
Oh, shit.
As the night got darker, her camera caught something spine-chilling. A black werewolf, part man, part dog, with glowing green eyes. This scary creature came out of the shadows, making her feel shivers. Suddenly, her camping adventure turned into a super scary meeting with something supernatural. The werewolf, with its fur standing up, came closer with a strange power. Its glowing eyes lit up the dark, making a really strange scene. The air felt heavy with suspense as the lady held onto her torch, feeling stuck in this unreal moment. The camera took a picture, saving the night when the jungle showed its mysterious habitant, the scary and mysterious dogman werewolf. Dangerous animal spotted. Two fearless guys went on an exciting trip and suddenly came face to face with a mammoth, scary animal, kind of like a rhino. Their hearts were beating super fast as they hid behind big trees holding onto sticks for dear life. This massive beast with super thick skin that looked like armor stomped around in the thick jungle, not even noticing the two guys hiding. The guys got really tense, gripping their stick weapons, eyes wide with a mix of amazement and fear. The huge animal's horn shape loomed in the background, caught on camera in a moment that was both super cool and kinda scary. The air was heavy with nerves as the guys planned their next move, figuring out how far they were from the animal. It was like a movie scene with a big showdown between people and nature, and nobody knew what would happen. Bigfoot's mysterious skull. In the quiet daytime, a strange video shows a huge black skull, a mysterious leftover from the hidden parts of the world. It's got big, scary teeth, making a spooky shape against the normal background. As the video goes on, a strange face appears full of secrets, leaving anyone who sees it feeling a bit uneasy. Nobody really knows what this big thing is. It used to be called Bigfoot, a mythical creature wandering the woods. But now, it's just a memory of something powerful. The skull, all alone, tells a creepy story. People who find this strange video can't stop wondering what happened. The forest, good at keeping secrets, hides the story of what went down. It won't share the windy whisper or the giant footprints. Was it something from space or a secret fight between hunters and the hunted? The story of the Lonely Skull keeps bouncing around in the quiet, making people really curious to figure out what really went on with Bigfoot, lost in the hidden parts of the daytime. Turtle in the river. Once upon a sunny day near the river, a curious turtle decided to go for a swim. As he swam along, something really big caught his eye. The turtle was so interested that he turned around, twitched his little flippers, and started swimming backward to see it better. His eyes got super wide when a giant fish came up from the deep river. The water sparkled as the fish moved gracefully, and the turtle could not look away. Slowly and steadily, the turtle kept up with the big fish, like they were dancing in the water. The swash turned into a magical stage where the turtle was amazed by how huge and beautiful the fish was. A special feeling filled the quiet river as the turtle and the fish shared a quick moment, with the turtle swimming backward to enjoy every bit of the fantastic fish. And that is how, in the calm river flow, this surprising meeting happened, giving the turtle a story to keep in his heart. King of the Jungle. Deep in a huge wild forest, a big royal animal with a shiny gold-colored mane and strong paws went on a special journey. One sunny day, while the sky was all warm and painted with colors, the lion found a place it had never seen before. It was really interesting, so it looked around with its sharp eyes, and something really magical happened. A bright, sunny spot appeared, full of various plants, as the lion went in more. A soft breath brought the smell of flowers it did not know. All of a sudden, a crackling sound caught its attention. Through the thick leaves, the lion saw flickering flames, making a warm and light show. Feeling curious and forgetting to be careful, the lion moved closer to the sound. In between the trees, it found an open space where a captivating fire was making crackling sounds and spreading a warm light on the ground. The lion, totally caught up in this amazing sight, sat down and watched the fire's enchanting hop in this secret part of the wild. Mysterious Dogman. This picture showed that in the dark forest, a strange scene unfolded. A mysterious creature, part wolf, part something else, walked quietly on a lonely road. It looked powerful and graceful dogman hidden in the dark. This creature seemed to be from another world, crossing into ours. Was it a protector of the mystical or a messenger with hidden stories? The road kept its secrets, not giving any clues. Under the moon's light, whispers of questions moved through the trees. Why was this creature here? What secrets did it bring? The answers stayed hidden. People couldn't understand the mysteries of this nighttime visitor, leaving only questions in the quiet woods. Cubs attack. Up high in the rough mountains, a big fight happened between a mommy bear and a huge daddy bear. The mommy bear had her cute babies with her, and she really wanted to protect them. The air felt super tense as the mommy bear, full of courage, faced the giant daddy bear. The little bear cubs stayed close, looking wide-eyed and curious, while their mama growled all tough. The daddy bear, super big with strong paws and a thick furry coat, did not back down. They both roared really loudly, making the mountains shake. The mommy bear, not scared of the big daddy, jumped into action, claws swiping through the cool mountain air. The baby bears watched in amazement as their mama defended them like a superhero. As the big fight got really intense, the whole mountain turned into a wild stage. It was like a survival game, and you could feel it in every moment. Even after the loud fight ended, the echoes stayed, marking the wild place where tough animals live, showing how strong and wild nature can be.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Dead sea animals. Once a brave explorer set off to a mysterious place with just his curiosity and a camera. As he wandered, he stumbled upon something that gave him chills. In this vast land, he set up a lifeless body that held a secret underwater world. Excitement filled him as he recorded the incredible scene. In the quiet land, the explorer's camera showed a bunch of sea creatures stuck inside the dead body. There were dolphins and various fish, all frozen in time.
Look at all these mussels. They're all gone. No survivors. Is he alive? Oh,
surprisingly, the breathless body had unintentionally come to a safe place for these underwater creatures. The discoverer, amazed by this unexpected underwater graveyard, carefully filmed the unreal encounter. Through his camera lens, the once quiet land turned into a silent underwater home, revealing the sea's wonders. The explorer, amazed and humbled, kept going on his journey, carrying the extraordinary story of the surprising meeting between the land and the sea.
this is like a sea animal graveyard. Mr. Krabs! Vertical...
Sea monsters. Far, far away, a brave explorer took a big adventure deep down in the huge, mysterious ocean waves. As they explored the deep blue sea, something amazing happened. They found a place where sea monsters used to live, but now they were like giant skeletons lying still on the ocean floor. These huge brutes, which were once really powerful and amazing, now did not move an inch. It was like a cemetery for ocean monsters. The explorer, who was super curious, discovered big fish remains and the bones of gigantic marine creatures. The aquatic graveyard was so quiet, and you could feel the stories of these big beings that lived a really long time ago. The ocean, which used to be their home, now gently held their bones. As the explorer's flashlight moved around, shadows played on the lifeless forms, showing the spooky beauty of the aquatic graveyard. In this sunken world, time seemed to stop, and the skeletons of the ocean monsters became quiet witness to the always changing ocean life. Bigfoot's face uncovered. One night, deep in a thick forest, a strange creature came out of the dark. The air felt heavy with excitement as the critter carefully walked up to a hidden camera. Suddenly, it showed its face to the camera, breaking the quiet of the night. Its eyes sparkled with magical wisdom, and its hidden face was now out in the open. In the dark, the moon made the creature's features visible in a mysterious way. The camera, like a quiet observer, took a picture of this rare moment, capturing it forever. A whispered thrill spread through the woods as the creature often talked about in stories revealed itself during the silent night. The picture saved in the camera's memory offered a peek into the unknown, making those who found it feel amazed and curious. Scary monster. In a quiet forest, a camera in the woods took a spooky picture. The photo shows a weird creature with glowing, scary eyes, kind of like a make-believe monster. This creature looks really big, almost like the legendary Bigfoot, and is just standing there in the dark trees. The picture makes you feel a bit spooked because of its shape and those glowing eyes. The tree branches make weird black, making the creature even more mysterious. This photo makes you think about strange creatures that might be hiding in the parts of our world we do not know much about. The picture is a bit fuzzy, adding to the mystery. Maybe it's just a weird trick with the light, or maybe it's something from a different world. This photo tells a spooky story about something we cannot explain, making the deep, dark forest seem even scarier. Treopfish. In the big ocean, something amazing happened when a camera recorded a cool video of a special white fish. The water was super clear and sparkled in the sun, making the fish look even more awesome. This fish was all dressed up in shiny white scales, smoothly gliding through the water. Its fins moved like soft bodies, making it feel like it was dancing in a show. When the camera zoomed in, you could see all the tiny details of the fish, the pretty patterns on its scales and how its tail swayed back and forth in a nice rhythm. The underwater world came alive as the fish swam around, sometimes zipping between coral formations with quick and clever moves. The simple white color made the fish stand out, turning it into the star of this aquatic dance. Watching this cool video lets you see a look into the fish's life, making you feel amazed and happy about the beauty hiding behind the sea. Huge wild boars. Alright, so the trail camera goes into the night mode, right? And what does it find? A gang of massive wild boars doing a midnight march in the creepy woods. I'm talking big, burly pigs strutting around like they own the place. Now add some eerie vibes to the mix. It's pitch dark. The woods are lurking in shadows, and these colossal boars are just parading through. But here's the kicker. Their eyes. Those eyes are like mini flashlights glowing in the dark, giving off some serious spooky movie vibes. Imagine stumbling upon this footage in the dead of night. You've got these huge shadowy boars, their eyes shining like something out of a horror flick. It's like the wild decided to host its own midnight monster parade. Nature can be a real show-off, especially when it's got a bunch of oversized glow-eyed boars strutting their stuff in the darkness. Gives you a whole new appreciation for daylight, doesn't it? River otter. One sunny day by the river, something strange happened. A curious otter popped out of the water, its shiny, wet fur sparkling in the sun. A hidden camera nearby caught the otter's surprise visit. When the otter saw the camera, it paused for a moment, like it knew someone was watching. The little creature quickly checked around, then zoomed away into the bushes. The quiet river saw it all, only leaving a few ripples where the otter showed up. The camera, like a quiet spy, recorded everything with its staring eye. Why did the otter come up? What secrets did it carry as it vanished into the bushes? The river kept its mysteries, flowing calmly, making everyone watching feel curious and full of questions. The otter's short visit turned the peaceful scene into a bit of a puzzle, adding more excitement to the air. Creature on a trail cam. In the quiet woods, a mysterious snap snapped on a trail cam reveals a mysterious creature. Glowing eyes enter through the blurry image, shrouded in closeness. What could it be? A thrilling snapshot leaves us questioning, our curiosity aroused. The close view adds suspense, inviting us to imagine the unknown lurking in the dark. Intrigue deepens with each pixel, a visual story waiting to be untwisted. The calm turtle. On a sunny day in the big blue ocean, a man on a jet ski noticed something curious. His camera captured the moment when he saw a little turtle struggling with unwanted hitchhikers. Crabs. The man with a heart as big as the sea quickly sprang into action. Carefully, he scooped up the turtle and brought it onto his jet ski. With gentle hands, he started removing the pesky crabs from the turtle shell one by one. The camera caught every detail of the man's focused expression and the tiny crabs scuttling away. As the last crab was lifted off, the man smiled at the camera, triumphant in his mission to help the sea creature. With great care, he returned the turtle to its natural home, gently placing it back into the cool, refreshing water. The turtle, free from its unwelcome guests, swam away happily, and the man on the jet ski watched with satisfaction. Wild deer. Guess what the trail camera caught this time? A wild deer just doing its munching thing right in front of the lens. Picture this chilled deer casually strolling in the camera's frame, totally clueless about the paparazzi moment it's starring in. It's on a mission though, not for fame, but for food. The camera catches it in the act, nose to the ground, probably hunting for the deer version of a gourmet meal. And get this, the deer is so absorbed in its quest for snacks that it's blissfully unaware of the camera playing nature's spy. No fancy poses or staged scenes, just a deer living its best woodland life. It's like accidentally catching your friend doing something goofy when they think no one's watching. Nature's got its own reality show, and this deer is the laid-back star. Not bothered by the hidden camera action, just another day in the wild munching and wandering, while the camera quietly captures the deer's tasty adventure. Owl chicks. One sunny day on the farm, a camera person sneaked through the fields, excited to see some special guests. Baby burrowing owls. With a camera in hand, they carefully approached the owls' homes, like they were stepping into a secret world. When they peeked inside, the little fluffy owls looked right back with big, curious eyes. The camera made a soft click, capturing their cute moments. The baby owls, not knowing someone was watching, played and made happy sounds, showing off their fluffy cuteness. The camera person, hiding behind a tall lawn, took pictures of the owlets' everyday fun. The sun painted a warm picture, freezing the moment like a snap. The little owls, not bothered by the camera, kept on having their playful day with the camera person quietly watching. In this quiet part of the farm, the camera person and the owls had a special connection, an unspoken promise to save the magic of their daily lives through the camera's lens. Deer in danger. Once in a big green forest, there was a deer with soft brown fur. One sunny day, he felt something weird, like danger in the air. His eyes got big and he sniffed around, trying to catch any trouble. He walked carefully through tall trees and rustled leaves, listening for strange sounds. As he went deeper into the forest, the feeling of danger got stronger. The deer's heart raced and he heard leaves rustling and footsteps away. Scared, he ran fast through the trees, his hooves thumping on the soft ground. The forest turned into a green blur as he dodged through the trees, trying to escape the unseen danger. Branches touched him, but he did not stop. The deer kept running, following his instinct to get away from the lurking danger. Finally, in a hidden spot, he stopped breathing hard and heated. The forest was quiet. The deer, still a bit scared, took a moment to catch his breath before slowly continuing his journey through the mysterious woods. Bear and wolf. In a big green jungle, a bear and a wolf were looking for a yummy snack. They ran through the thick trees, smelling the air with excitement. Suddenly, they heard a mysterious click in the forest. Confused, the bear and the wolf stopped. Little did they know, a sneaky trail camera had taken video of their snack adventure. The bear tilted its head and the wolf perked up its ears. They looked at each other, wondering where that strange sound came from. The jungle stayed quiet, except for the soft rustle of leaves. Without knowing it, the trail camera still took a video of everything. But the bear and the wolf did not let the camera bother them. They continued their hunt for a snack with determined steps. Through the tall trees and hidden places, they went on their adventure. The jungle, full of secrets, was the stage for their fun story, while the trail camera silently took shots, capturing the tale of the bear and the wolf hunting for a tasty treat. Fox with their babies. In the deep jungle, a smart fox and her fluffy babies were caught on camera in the bright daylight. The mom fox, with her reddish-brown fur, led her little ones through the lively green jungle. The camera showed them playing, jumping, and rolling around in the soft sunlit leaves. Mom fox, always alert, guided her curious babies through the jungle's tall grass and big trees. The camera kept taking filmland, landing happy moments as the playful baby foxes hopped on twigs and raced under the warm sun. The jungle, usually a mysterious place, turned into a stage for this wonderful family adventure. The camera's lens caught the baby foxes being curious and their mom watching over them. It was like a snap of nature's beauty, showing how this fox family enjoyed their day in the sunlight. The jungle, a safe home for these foxes, told stories of togetherness and the simple happiness of spending a day under the sun's watchful eyes. Coyote chasing a rabbit. On a sunny day in the big farms, a fast coyote was chasing a quick rabbit. The rabbit, with its fluffy tail bouncing, ran in zigzags through the fields, trying to get down from the sly coyote. The sun made everything look golden as they raced around. In the prompting crops, the rabbit moved left and right, its ears twitching. The runner, quick and determined, followed nearly, keeping its eyes on the rabbit. A camera hard quietly watched, taking videos of the exciting chase. At the most intense moment, the rabbit made a quick dash, barely escaping the coyote. The camera clicked at the perfect time, landing the chase in one picture. The coyote briefly stopped, looked surprised. The rabbit, now far down, hopped to safety in the fields, leaving the coyote thinking about what could have been. This lively video, caught by the camera, shows a short and fast chase between two creatures in the big ranch. Bigfoot found. In a deep, dark jungle when the sun was setting, something amazing happened. A bunch of friends with just curiosity and a camera discovered a strange animal. It was big, hairy, and walked on two legs, like a person, but it was not one. It was Bigfoot. As the familiars carefully moved closer, their camera caught every move of the huge animal. They seemed as surprised as them. The jungle filled with gasps and whispers as the familiars marveled at the incredible find. The critter had big, kind eyes, and its giant beak made marks in the soft soil. The camera kept rolling, capturing the whole wild meeting. The familiars, a mix of excitement and disbelief in their faces, could not believe their luck. They found the legendary Bigfoot right there in the jungle. The evening felt thrilling with the unexpected, and the familiars could not show the amazing video to everyone. Little did they know, this surprise meeting would turn into a story that people would tell over and over, capturing the imaginations of everyone who heard it. Bear and moose fight. One night on a quiet farm, something crazy came off. A big bear and a tall moose, both kings of the forest, had a big fight in the dark. A special camera on the farm saw everything without making a sound. The bear, with its dark fur shining in the moonlight, faced the moose, whose antlers were like big crowns. They were like two wild superheroes having a big battle. The night was filled with growls and grunts as these huge animals clashed, and the farm got to see the exciting show. The camera, like a quiet spy in the dark, records video of every exciting moment. The bear's sharp claws and the moose's strong hooves danced in a wild way. The farm, usually calm, turned into a big fighting arena for these animal icons. In the quiet of the night, the camera took filmland of the strong and beautiful wilderness. After the bear and moose went down in the dark, the ranch stayed silent, knowing all the secrets of that wild and stupendous night. deer with glowy eyes. In a quiet field where the grass stepped with the wind, a mysterious deer showed up. Its eyes glowed like little lanterns in the fading sun. The deer stood tall and proud, a dark shape against the evening sky. Everything got quiet, and all that was left was this puzzling animal with its alluring, shining eyes. Like it felt someone watching, the deer looked around with a curious tilt of its head. The air felt full of magic, and the night seemed to stop and hold its breath. Then, in a quick and graceful move, the deer disappeared into the darkness, leaving only a memory unknown to the deer. A hidden trail camera far away caught this magical moment. The glowy-eyed deer, a brief visitor in the field story, left behind questions and a bit of enchantment in the air. It waited for curious eyes to reveal the mystery of its nighttime visit. Mysterious row of orbs. One night, a home camera saw something amazing. In a cozy backyard, a magical thing occurred. The video shows a line of glowing spheres like tiny stars floating in the night sky. These shiny balls moved in a mysterious way, making the surroundings look peaceful and pretty. While the camera recorded this cool sight, the balls moved in a special way, like they were doing a dance in the sky. Their soft light made the dark backyard look like a dream. The orbs moved together like a silent show, making people watching feel amazed at the magical scene. The video, like a peek into magic, gives us a special moment. It reminds us that even in our own quiet homes, there might be awesome things happening. The calm night, made indeed more special by these glowing spheres, makes us curious and amazed at the beauty around us. Otter stealing fishes. In the dark night, something sneaky happened at a fancy spa. A special camera saw it all. Guess who the star was? An otter, not your usual hero, but tonight, it played the main part in a secret story. The video showed the otter doing something strange and clever. The tricky part was the electric fence. Everyone thought it would stop any animal. But not this otter. It glided through it like a ghost, adding more mystery to the night. The otter seemed to understand things we couldn't see, like it had a secret pact with the night. Then, the big surprise. The otter wanted a fish, a whole bunch, 50 of them. These weren't just any fish, they were like treasures in the water kingdom. When morning arrived, the spa was confused. How did the otter pull off this fishy mission so smoothly? People started talking about the otter like it was a nighttime genius, a fish-stealing maestro. The stolen fish now held a story, a mystery as deep as the night that watched it all happen. The otter, a water phantom, became the secret star, leaving everyone wondering about the strange, moonlit tale in the spa's quiet water world. Mystical forest fox. In a thick forest where shadows hide secrets under the trees, a video showed something mysterious. The sun, shining its gold light, uncovered a strange sight, a creature moving fast and tricky among the old trees. It was a mystery, like a wild secret of the woods. Watching the video made you curious. The creature, like a ghost in the woods, moved in a special way. At first, it was hard to see because of the light and dark, making you wonder if it was a story creature or a spirit taking care of the old trees. But then a surprise came. The mystery thing was just a wild fox, a messenger from the wild. Its orange-brown fur matched the colors of the forest ground, like a living ghost blending with nature. Even though we now knew it was a fox, we didn't understand why it was there. Like a ghost moving between different parts of the forest, the fox went from one place to another. At first, it looked like a cat, but if you look closely, it turned into a graceful fox. In the quiet sounds of leaves and the sunlight coming through the trees, the fox kept going mysteriously. It was like a protector of the forest's secrets, leaving everyone watching to wonder about the hidden stories beneath the green trees. Dogman kill. One night, a man found something strange in his backyard. As he walked under the bright moon, he saw a weird footprint in the soft ground. This print wasn't like any he'd seen before. It had 4 toe pads. He got really curious and bent down to look closer. In the quiet of the night, he thought about what this odd discovery could mean. It hit him that it might be a mark left by a dog, but not a normal one. The 4 clear prints suggested a clever and nimble creature. The man could not help but feel that this was not just a regular dog walk.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Excitement bubbled up in him, and he could not oppose imagining what might have happened when it was dark. The 4-tone print was like a secret dispatch, and the man started figuring out the story of a mysterious dog's adventure in the night. With the knight as his partner in crime, the man went on a mental journey, unlocking the mysteries hidden in the Earth's marks.
But look what I found. Tell me, what the is that?
Dolphin stole a fish. Once upon a time near the ocean, some happy men caught a bunch of shiny fish. They were really proud of their hard work. They chatted excitedly about their big catch. Suddenly, a slick black dolphin showed up with a mischievous look in its eye. Quick as a wink, it grabbed a fish right from one man's hands. The men were surprised, their eyes wide open. The clever dolphin zoomed away, leaving the men laughing and shocked. At the same time, a sneaky camera filmed everything. The men's happy faces turning into surprise, then laughter, and the black dolphin making a quick getaway with its yummy catch.
Okay.
The stolen fish became the talk of the day, a story shared with amazed friends who could hardly believe a black dolphin could be such a tricky and fast thief in the daytime by the shining sea. And that is how the tale of the fish-stealing black dolphin spread throughout the beach city, adding a bit of excitement to their usual seaside days. Lucky chicken. Once on a sunny day, a brave chicken got mixed up and ended up in a place where unfriendly crocodiles lived. When the crocs saw the unexpected feathery visitor, they got really excited and started chasing the poor chicken. Hungry for a snack, feathers were everywhere as the chicken, realizing it was in big trouble, flapped its wings really hard. Luckily, it flew up into the air just in time, leaving the confused crocs snapping at nothing below. The fortunate chicken soared through the sky, making happy noises, while the disappointed crocs watched. The chicken, now a hero in the sky, told the story of its narrow escape to its farm friends. So, with a wild adventure and a heart full of thanks, the lucky chicken kept having safe adventures, always steering clear of the empty crocodile's jaws. Snow leopard on trail cam. In the snowy night, a quiet wilderness turns into a mysterious stage under the glowing moon. A special camera catches a cast into the hidden world of a strong and sneaky snow leopard, its spotted fur disappearing in the frosty scenery. In the dark, the clever hunter drags its prey's limp bodies across the icy ground. It's like watching a secret play, with the snow making a crunchy sound under the leopard's soft paws. The camera sees the leopard's smooth moves, its muscles showing under the silver moonlight. The snow leopard's eyes shine with an old wisdom as it walks through the snowy land, alone in the big space. The prey, breathless in the snow, tells a sad story of the leopard's nightly hunt. The predator moves with a clear goal only known to the wild, creating a picture of survival in the freezing cold. The video from the camera shows a timeless form of life and death, where the snow leopard is the quiet ruler of the icy land, a ghostly protector of the snowy night. The brown bear. One sunny day in the mountains, a big brown bear decided to rest and came to a friendly man. The bear had a mix of dark and light brown fur, and its eyes sparkled with curiosity. The man, surprised but not scared, looked at the bear with a grin. They sat together, enjoying the peaceful mountain view. The bear seemed happy, looking at the man now and then as if sharing the joy. Birds chirped above, and a soft breeze moved the tree leaves hard. The two pals made a special scene surrounded by nature's beauty. The guy, feeling calm, decided to share some nuts with the bear. He took them out, and to everyone's joy, the bear happily accepted. They sat together peacefully, creating an unexpected goodwill in the heart of the mountains. A story of harmony between a person and nature. Mountain lion screams. Deep in the thick jungle, a man sat quietly, watching and waiting. He held his weapon ready for any animal that might come his way. The air felt heavy with excitement as he anticipated a possible catch. Out of nowhere, a scary roar broke the peaceful scene. The man's heart raced and his eyes widened in surprise. Seemed to appear in the air, echoing the beats of his pounding heart. The jungle echoed with a loud roar of a lion, its powerful voice spreading throughout the trees. Fear took hold of the man, and he held his breath in suspense. In a panic, he looked around, trying to find where the frightening sound came from. The danger hung in the air. Every noise, every snap of a shoot added to the stress. The man, once a calm hunter, now felt like he hunted. The jungle, once a peaceful stage, turned into an intense story of survival, with a man right in the middle of it. Mountain lion killed the family cat. In a quiet place where people live, something really sad happened. A big cat from the mountains called a mountain lion hurt the family's favorite cat. The person who owns the house was very, very sad and told the super sad story to the person on the news.
It's very heartbreaking, and to see your kids.
With tears in their eyes, they talked about the night when the cat, who used to play a lot, got hurt by the wild mountain lion. While telling the story, the sad person took breaks and looked really, really worried. They said how it felt like a big loss and how they could not do anything to stop it. The person on the news was nice and listened carefully, showing they understood the sad feelings. Other people in the area also felt sad when they heard about it. The person who owned the house shared stories about the happy times with their cat. It was clear how much they loved the cat, and the sad event with the mountain lion made everyone realize how life with pets can be sensitive and sad sometimes. Otter caught by a trail cam. Under the moonlight, something cool happened in the woods. A smart otter, usually slick and playful, got into a little trouble. It all started when it was really dark, and the trees were covered in darkness. But guess what? A tricky camera was spying on our furry friend. With a sly look in its eyes, the otter went on a wild adventure, not realizing the camera was keeping an eye on it. The movie showed the otter doing all sorts of fun stuff, like twirling around in the dark. Its fur, once super clean, now looked all messy, telling the tale of its muddy adventure. The camera still watched as the otter played and did daring effects in the night. This exciting story of dark fun shows the otter's secret meetup with the night, captured in a bunch of cool movies. It's like a sneak peek into the awesome things that are when the sun goes to bed. Lion attack on man. As the sun went down behind the big trees in the jungle, some people exploring slipped upon a really scary sight. A man wearing torn clothes was in big trouble. There was a fierce lion circling him, looking super hungry. The air got tense as the travelers gasped, completely shocked and stuck in place. The man, with his eyes wide open and no way out, held onto his substitute weapon, trying really hard to stop the lion. His heart was pounding, just like the lion's growls that echoed in the thick bushes. The trippers, hiding in the gloom, watched still, scared and not able to breathe as the crazy scene unfolded. All of a sudden, the jungle got really loud with the sounds of the man and the lion fighting. The lion jumped, showing its teeth, and the man fought back with everything he had. In this wild fight for survival, the traveler saw nature's power, like a crazy music of life and death. The peaceful jungle was now a loud battleground where two strong forces fought to be the boss. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
No, you taste, dude.
Oh my god! What is that?
Weird creature in woods. Well, on their routine bike ride along steep tracks, a group of bikers encountered a terrifying experience that would haunt them forever. As they ventured deeper into the forest, a strange humanoid creature suddenly emerged from the side of the track and quickly started running away. The sight of the creature caused one of the bikers to lose control and fall off his bike. Shocked, the biker with the camera attempted to chase after the creature, but to his surprise, it vanished into thin air, leaving him bewildered. A friendly seal. As Vincent Fajera was enjoying a leisurely fishing trip off the coast of California, he got an unexpected visitor, a friendly seal who decided to hop aboard his kayak. Initially, Vincent was a bit startled, but he quickly realized that the seal just wanted a hug. The adorable creature snuggled up to Vincent and refused to leave, creating a heartwarming moment that was caught on camera.
Here's my new friend. He jumped aboard out at the bridge.
Despite several attempts to coax the seal back into the water, the little guy just wanted to stay and hang out with his new friends. A mermaid. Check out this crazy footage captured by some guys in Israel. They managed to catch what looks like a real-life mermaid on camera. The quality isn't great, but you can totally see the creature chilling on a rock before diving back into the water when it notices the guys creeping up.
Oh my god! What is that?
Do you think this thing was the real deal or just some kind of hoax? We want to hear your thoughts. A beluga whale's crush. If you think you're the only one crushing hard on all those Korean oppas, well, you're wrong, because it isn't just us humans, but these beluga whales too who love Korean men. This beluga whale has such a big crush on her trainer that it refuses to kiss anyone else but him. And waits all day for just him to come to her and play with her. The other two males have to be separated from her because they like her so much that she finds them annoying. A close call. This guy was out in the wilderness filming a video, just minding his own business, when all of a sudden, he sees something bolting towards him like a bat out of hell. And guess what? It's a freaking mountain lion! Yeah, you heard me right. This guy is staring down a big, wild apex predator. But you know what's even crazier? He manages to narrowly escape like a boss. This dude had a seriously close call.
No, you taste, dude.
But he lives to tell the tale, and we're all glad he made it out in one piece. Woman helps kangaroo. This little guy had his hands burnt in a forest fire and didn't know what to do. So he came to the humans for help. And lucky for him, this kind woman was there to lend a hand. It's incredible how calm and trusting the kangaroo is while the woman tends to his wounds. Bear chases snowboarder. So this girl was snowboarding as usual, but then something unexpected happened to her. She was singing a song while getting on her board, and once ready, she started riding. Suddenly, she noticed a glimpse of a bear chasing her from behind, but she didn't fully comprehend what was going on. Thankfully, the girl was quick enough to escape the bear and unknowingly saved her life. The super cat. You might think of cats as grumpy creatures, but don't let that fool you. They actually care about us as much as we care about them. Just check out this clip where a cat saves a toddler's life. The baby was headed straight for the stairs, but the cat sprang into action and rushed over to prevent a nasty fall. What a brave kitty. And to make sure the baby stayed safe, the cat even sat guard at the bottom of the stairs to keep the little one from trying again. How sweet is that? An ostrich fight. Did you know that ostriches are the biggest and heaviest birds out there? Even though they're usually harmless and don't bite much, we found a video of one going berserk and attacking a man. A group of guys were just hanging out when suddenly the ostrich went after one of them. Made the bird so angry in the first place, doesn't it? A python. So let's tell you about this wild incident that went down in Thailand. One mom, Thanapum Laken, who's 42, woke up one morning to find their dead kitten in her house with bite marks all over its body. When she went to her son's room to investigate, she found a massive 10-foot python just chilling under the bed. Crazy, right? Well, she didn't waste any time and called for help, and luckily, the authorities were able to catch the python safely. Lekin thinks it's a miracle that her son wasn't sleeping in that room that night, and believes his guardian angel was watching over him. The morning glory clouds. Have you seen these amazing clouds that look like a giant snake in the sky? They're actually a rare meteorological event that only happens in certain parts of the world. This dude managed to capture them over Lake Michigan in the USA. Basically, it happens when the air is really humid in the early morning, and a cloud forms at the front of it, creating the leading edge of a cylinder. Pretty cool, right? A rat temple. Did you know that in India there's a temple dedicated entirely to rats? It's called the Karni Mata Temple, and it's situated in the city of Bikaner, right in the middle of the Thar Desert. Can you believe that over 25,000 rats call this place home? According to locals, every rat born there is believed to embody the soul of a family member, and they are considered sacred. People even drink the milk left behind by the rats after they take a sip. As much as I love dairy, I don't think I'd be able to handle that rat-infused milk. I might just turn into a hardcore vegan. The subscriber's pick. This image is taken from a video that went viral a few years back. At first, we see a car driving on a dark road, and out of nowhere, a bunch of guys dressed like Charlie Chaplin pop up. It's super eerie how they all stop and stare into the car, especially with that weird lighting in the background. And there's even a dude wearing a mask to make things even creepier. A scary shark encounter. This might be the closest close call with a white shark you'll be seeing here. The man with his friends was out diving, but seconds after he dived into the water, his friends started shouting, "Shark! Shark!" to him.
Shark! Shark!
He went under the water to see what it was, and there the white shark was swimming right beneath him. He tried swimming away as fast as he could, while continuously looking for the shark, and there it came again. This time straight towards the man, but somehow he actually made the shark turn the other way. Good thing it happened and the man came out of the water safely.
What is that? Oh my god! What is that? Where's the zoom on this?
Man vanished. This Ring camera recorded a man walking on the street at night, but just after a few seconds, he appeared to have vanished in thin air. It was in the middle of the camera's view, so we cannot say that he may have walked to the edge of the view. Now, how did this happen and who exactly was the man? This answer remained unknown as the woman whose camera recorded it said she had never seen him before. Fish crossing road. A year ago, people in Washington saw this weird phenomena happening. A number of fishes were seen crossing the road. Just like you and me, they were all so shocked to see how these salmon fishes were showing this unusual behavior. However, this scenario is the result of the river flooding. What you're seeing are salmon going from a field that they've been washed into, back across the road to get back into the river to continue their journey. This doesn't happen very often, but when it does, some salmon that get washed out do this to make it back. A flipping spider. What you're seeing right here is a spider which is newly discovered. When the researchers saw it for the first time flip-flopping its way through the desert, they were astonished. At first, it was thought that something might have triggered such behavior. However, later it was observed that this was a new species, and this spider was unlike all the others, and it only does its cartwheeling when trying to get away from a predator. Dog walks on water. We don't know what this dog was thinking, but he sure did surprise all the humans with his supernatural ability to walk on the water. Every single person in the party was just left shaken. It almost seems like something out of the movie The Secret Life of Pets. Do you think it could be based on a true story? Talking raven. Ravens are incredible beings and are considered to be one of the smartest birds. But one quality of theirs makes them more special than anyone else, and that is the way they can imitate human voices.
Hi. Hi.
bird.
For instance, this clip shows a couple recording a raven perched on a stone, then try to make the bird imitate them, but at first, it doesn't seem to care. But then, all of a sudden, the raven starts repeating what they say.
You alright, Lamb? You alright? You alright?
It even says, "I'm alright."
You alright? You alright? You alright? I'm alright.
A poop fest. If you think penguins are just fluffy birds just walking here and there in the coldest regions on the Earth, well, you're wrong, because these penguins are actually having way more fun than any of us. Just that their style of having fun is a little unusual, because what they do love is to poop over one another. Now, I know it might sound gross and you might go all ew hearing this, but they enjoy it a lot. And who are we to judge, right? Elephant steals food. Humans and animals have been living together for decades, and this year-long relation has led to us understanding each other pretty much. For instance, take the elephant as an example. Years and years after passing the same road, he has come to know that a truck passes the same road every day with lots of sugarcane. So, what did the elephant decide to do? He decided to take a shortcut to get food and steal from the truck whenever he gets the chance to. Ice balls. These tourists were out looking and admiring the natural beauty when one of them discovered this strange thing happening. He found a waterfall where the water was turning into perfectly round ice balls.
Ice balls.
Don't they just look perfect? And if you're thinking of hitting a friend with it, don't play with them or use them as weapons, because they'll hurt. A strong bug. Bugs are often thought of as tiny creatures that anyone can easily squash, aren't they? However, this particular bug defies that stereotype and proves that size doesn't always equate to weakness. Its grip was one of the most powerful I have ever seen, clinging to the machine with an unyielding force that seemed to say, "Go ahead and try to break free." Isn't that truly remarkable? A grateful kangaroo. This kangaroo was stuck and had come to the conclusion that he cannot do anything about his situation and needs the help of humans. That is why he did not resist or punch the men who came to help him. Instead, after getting saved and safely on the land, he stood there, calmly waiting for the humans to shake his hand.
Oh, he's thanking ya.
Such bizarre creatures. Not especially friendly, but impossible not to love. A sea lion. So this photographer thought she'd get some cool shots of these seals up close by laying low on the ground. But one of the seals spotted her and decided to check out what's going on. Next thing you know, this huge baby elephant seal is flopping over to investigate. And before she knows it, she's getting squished. Apparently, the seal weighed over 100 kilograms. But the best part is, she and her husband couldn't stop laughing, even though she was flattened like a pancake. Meerkats. Have you seen this video where a photographer was trying to capture some pictures of meerkats in their natural habitat? Well, the meerkats were not too happy being ignored, and they decided to check out the photographer instead. They climbed up on his head, back, and even his camera. These moments were called magic moments by the BBC, and we totally get why. Cartwheeling dolphin. This video features a man showing off his cartwheeling skills in front of a dolphin enclosure. At first, one curious dolphin tried to imitate him, but gave up after one attempt. But then another dolphin arrived and was totally into it. She mimicked every single cartwheel the man did, as if she was trying to impress him. I mean, who knew? Maybe the dolphin did get a crush on the man, right?
This is so cool! This is... Oh my god.
Chimp washing cloth. Be it monkeys, chimps, or gorillas, they are all said to be the most intelligent animals on Earth. And they imitate humans almost perfectly. For instance, see this one chimp who was recorded by a camera washing a cloth. Then it cleaned its hands and face with it. The caretakers had no idea where the animal had picked up this habit. According to them, no one ever did anything like that in front of the chimp. But then, where did he learn that? Lion and deer. Take a look at this unlikely pair taking a leisurely walk through the woods. It's a lion and a deer. Can you imagine? This trail cam clip is truly special, considering lions are notorious predators and rulers of the jungle. Yet here we witness a deer fearlessly following a lion, as if they're old chums or something. Who knows what really happens in the animal world? But one thing is certain, this video is guaranteed to brighten your day and put a smile on your face. A caecilian. What you're seeing right here might look like a worm to you, but just look at its fang-type teeth and the whole head. This is not a worm, folks. It is called a caecilian, and these are amphibians. Yup, just like frogs. They just lack arms and legs. But as they lack, their nature made them the only amphibians to have fangs. Fishing cat. Have you ever heard of a fishing cat? No, it's not a cat that likes to go fishing with a rod and reel. These adorable felines are the only ones in the world that specialize in catching fish. While other cats may nibble on a fish occasionally, these guys are pros at it. Found in South Asia, fishing cats are known for their unique hunting style. They dive face first into the water to ambush their prey. Turtle helps turtle. This video shows two turtles hanging out together, when suddenly one of them flips over and can't get back on its feet. But what happens next is truly heartwarming. The other turtle comes to the rescue and uses its head to push and help the struggling one roll back over. This behavior has been seen among turtles a lot of times. When one rolls over the other, one comes running to help. Chimp sweeps floor. This amazing chimp was seen sweeping the floor in his cage with a broom. It's incredible, right? According to his caretaker, the chimp learned this behavior by simply watching them sweep the floor. Apparently, she's usually the one cleaning up the enclosure, but this clever chimp decided to lend a hand. A friendly deer. This man was sitting in the woods minding his own business when this little guy decided to come up to him and give some company. What did he want in return? Just some scratches under his neck. That is all the payment needed for such nice company. And look at that cute face. Smart fish. Every time I hear about catfish, they're always doing something wild. Now in India, these slippery swimmers are taking to land and learning how to walk. Don't they have enough space in the vast ocean? Apparently not, as they venture onto land in search of grub. I don't know about you, but to me it's kind of freaky to see so many of them scurrying about. What a strange sight. Sloths. If you thought sloths were nothing but lazy critters, prepare to have your mind blown. Because it turns out they can move pretty darn fast when they want to. I mean, check out the footage of those little guys attacking those humans with lightning speed. Honestly, it's probably best to give them their space and let them do their sloth thing without disturbing them. Who knew these seemingly laid-back animals had such a surprising burst of energy in them? A weird creature. This weird little thing was recorded deep underwater, transforming into different shapes. The researchers, the people on the internet, in fact, every single person who saw this was shocked to his core, wondering what this creature could have been and what other superpowers it might hold. Can this be an alien? I mean, I can't help but wonder, you know? An unusual friendship. An incredible video aired on an Indian news channel featuring the most mind-blowing thing ever. A leopard visited a cow every night, and they had their own secret friendship going on while the humans snoozed. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the cow had taken care of the leopard when it was a baby, and now the leopard was not ready to let go of its caregiver. How sweet is that? A bizarre fish. So, these scientists saw a super weird fish and were totally confused. But then something crazy happened. The fish suddenly shrunk its mouth down really fast, and everyone was shocked. It turns out that the fish is called a gulper eel, and it has a special kind of mouth that can puff up to eat big things. This fish is really interesting because of its cool mouth and the way it moves around. Overall, it's pretty amazing. A mouse deer. The secrets hidden in the deep forest seems endless, and we never know what we might find. Recently, a trail camera in Vietnam caught a glimpse of a rare two-tone mouse deer that scientists thought had vanished 30 years ago. It was strolling around leisurely as if it owned the place. It's amazing that some of these unique animals have managed to escape hunters and predators, giving them a chance to flourish in their natural environment. Flying snakes. Have you ever heard of flying snakes? Yeah, you heard that right. Flying snakes. A viral video making the rounds on the internet recently showed these slithering creatures taking to the skies. But don't worry, they're not flapping their wings or anything. They're actually gliding through the air. These incredible creatures known as Chrysopelia have the ability to contort their bodies and flatten their ribs to cover a significant distance after launching themselves into the air. It's an amazing feat that allows them to travel between trees with ease. Who knew snakes could fly? A pelican. This pelican was recorded by a man trying to eat a capybara. I mean, we know and I know that he knows that the capybara is too big for him, but no, that won't stop him from doing that. And then he is just left all embarrassed because he did not succeed. A dinosaur. Even though the video is made by an amateur and we don't know who made it, it's perfect for our list. Can you imagine that there's a pterosaur flying in the sky? We know about pterosaurs because of fossils in movies, but we can't see them anymore. But some lucky people saw one and filmed it. I'm happy we have the video. Do you think it's real or just for attention? An embarrassed gator. Most folks would bolt to the side of an alligator, but not these guys. This couple not only keeps one as a pet, but also knows how to make it blush. When the gator struggled to chomp down some grub, it got bashful and decided to give up and take a dip in the water instead. Aw, poor fella. Lazy ducks. A group of folks caught some ducks being super chill. Even when the water dragged them toward the brink, they were like, nah, whatever. Everyone was freaked out, but little did they know that these feathered friends were just messing around. As soon as they got close to the edge, they flapped their wings and flew to safety. Sneaky ducks. Crab builds its house. Check out this super cool video of a crab making its very own sand and water home. It's not every day you get to see something so unique and amazing, and it's mind-blowing to watch how the crab constructs its shelter with such accuracy and speed. By building its cozy little house, the crab can keep itself safe and hidden from any danger lurking around. Deer eating squirrel. Have you ever noticed that when people think no one is watching, they tend to do the most bizarre things? Well, apparently the same goes for deer too. Recently, I witnessed a deer chowing down on a meaty snack when it thought no humans or cameras were around to catch it in the act. This made me rethink my whole perception of deer. I used to think of them as peaceful, grass-eating creatures that kept to themselves, but now I'm not so sure. A baby dinosaur. Apparently, a baby dinosaur or something that looks like it was spotted running around the city on CCTV footage. It's got us all wondering, could it be possible that dinosaurs still exist? I mean, how crazy would that be? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think it's legit or just a prank? Swimming gator. Whether it's alligators or crocodiles, we've always seen them as fierce predators. But have you ever wondered what these reptiles do when they think no one's watching? Well, picture this. A gator lazily floating around in a pool, seemingly enjoying the refreshing water. It's almost like they're having a chill moment, just vibing with themselves. Seeing them like this, it's hard not to find them kinda cute, right? Red crab's migration. On Christmas Island in the Indian Ocean, a spectacular natural phenomenon takes place every year. Millions of red crabs embark on an epic journey from the forest to the coast to mate. This journey begins during the rainy season and is protected by park rangers who block off roads and construct temporary fences along the migration path. As the crabs reach the coast, they engage in a frenzied mating ritual before the females lay up to 10,000 eggs each. The island becomes a sea of red as the crabs cover the landscape, creating a breathtaking and unforgettable sight. A witch. This spooky video was recorded in Mexico in 2006. You can see a mysterious figure flying through the sky on a broomstick. Some people think it's a witch. The locals had been talking about these witches for ages, but nobody had any proof until this footage was taken. The witch's flight looks a bit shaky, so maybe she's a new witch still practicing her flying skills. The subscriber's pick. This image was taken from a video which shows some researchers doing something strange. You can see a group of people dressed in white and yellow on a deserted beach. They seem to be picking up something from the ground and putting it on a stretcher before taking it away. And of course, we can even see the tail of a creature in the video, which only points in one direction. A mermaid! How crazy is that? Adorable wolves. Wolves are always considered to be the ferocious, the dangerous, the stay-away type animals. But these wolves, I don't want to stay away from them. Looking at the way they're all cuddling and kissing each other, don't they look like the most adorable beings right here? What do you guys think? Komodo dragon. The giant lizard that's basically a real-life dragon. These guys are massive. They're the largest living lizards in the world, and their venomous saliva is no joke. If they bite you, you could end up paralyzed or even dead. And let's not forget about those sharp claws and teeth. They're fierce predators that don't mess around. In fact, they've been known to attack and even kill humans who get too close. So if you ever find yourself in the presence of a Komodo dragon, just remember to keep your distance and give them the space they deserve. Otherwise, you might end up regretting it. Nile crocodile. If you ever find yourself face to face with a Nile crocodile in the wild, you better watch out. These big guys are not to be messed with. They are one of the largest crocodile species in the world and have a reputation for being quite aggressive. They've been known to attack humans and other animals without much warning. So it's best to keep your distance. Cone snail. This is a little guy that you might not expect to be dangerous. The cone snail. These colorful little snails might seem harmless, but don't let their size fool you. They pack a venomous punch that can cause paralysis and even death. I mean, talk about a small but mighty creature. So if you're ever strolling along the beach and come across a cone snail, be sure to admire it from a safe distance. After all, you never know what could be lurking beneath that pretty shell. King cobra. These guys are some of the deadliest snakes on the planet, and they can grow up to a whopping 18 feet long. That's longer than most cars, people! And let's not forget about their venom. It's no joke. If they bite you, you could end up with respiratory failure and possibly even death. So if you ever come across a king cobra in the wild, just remember to give them the space they deserve and admire them from a safe distance. After all, it's better to be alive and well than up close and personal with one of these deadly snakes. Blue-ringed octopus. This little dude may be small, but trust me, it's a ninja in disguise. Its venom is like a 1-2 punch that can knock you out and even kill you in just a matter of minutes. Those blue rings on its body may look cool, but they're actually a warning sign that says back off. If you see one of these guys while you're out swimming or diving, keep your distance and give it some space. But let's be real here. As dangerous as they may be, blue-ringed octopuses are still pretty fascinating creatures. Just don't let their small size fool you. They pack a deadly punch. Cassowary. The cassowary is usually known for its striking appearance, with its bright blue head and neck and a large bony protrusion on its head called a casque. However, these birds are also incredibly dangerous, with sharp claws on their feet that can cause serious injury or even death. Cassowaries are also known to be territorial and can become aggressive if they feel threatened. And when they do, get ready to run as fast as you can and as long as you can, because they will follow you as long as they can. Black mamba. Get ready to meet the Usain Bolt of the snake world, the black mamba. This slithery speedster is the fastest snake in the world, and with a name like Mamba, you know it's not something to mess with. So if you ever find yourself face to face with a black mamba, just remember to give them their space and back away slowly. Trust me, you don't want to challenge this sprinting serpent to a race. Mosquito. You know those pesky bugs that buzz around your ear and leave you itching and scratching all over? Yeah, those are mosquitoes, and don't let their small size fool you. These little bloodsuckers are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on the planet. How, you ask? By transmitting deadly diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus. Trust me, you don't want to mess with these tiny terrors. So next time you hear that high-pitched whine, grab the bug spray and protect yourself from the deadliest animal on Earth, the mosquito. Stonefish. If you thought getting a paper cut was painful, wait until you hear about the stonefish. This little fish may not look like much, but it packs a punch with its venomous spines that can cause excruciating pain, paralysis, and get this, the venom is so potent that victims have been known to beg for amputation just to stop the pain. So next time you're out snorkeling, be sure to watch where you step, or you might end up with a nasty surprise from the deadliest fish in the world, the stonefish. Brown recluse spider. This 8-legged terror is a master of disguise, blending in with its surroundings and striking when you least expect it. Its venom is like a slow-acting time bomb, silently eating away at your flesh until it's too late to stop it. And don't be fooled by their size. These tiny terrors can bring down a full-grown adult with just one bite. So watch where you step and check your shoes before putting them on, because the brown recluse could be waiting to strike at any moment. Stay safe, my friends. Great white shark. You know what's scarier than a shark in a horror movie? A real-life great white shark. These bad boys can grow up to 20 feet long and have a bite force that can crush bones. And let's not forget about their famous razor-sharp teeth. One bite from these guys can be deadly. So the next time you're swimming in the ocean, remember to keep your eyes peeled for the great white shark, the ultimate predator of the sea. Redback spider. These pesky little creatures are found all over Australia, and their bite can be a real pain. Their venom is no joke. It can make you feel like your whole body's on fire. And in some cases, it can even lead to death. That's why it's important to keep an eye out for these sneaky spiders and make sure you're not their next victim. But here's the thing. As much as we may dislike them, redback spiders are actually pretty fascinating creatures. They're part of the widow spider family, and their females are notorious for eating their male counterparts after mating. Talk about a bad breakup. Tiger shark. Check out the tiger shark, a big bad predator of the ocean. These bad boys have been known to attack humans and are one of the most dangerous sharks out there. With their razor-sharp teeth and incredible hunting abilities, they're a force to be reckoned with. If you see one in the water, it's best to give them plenty of space and let them do their thing. Cape buffalo. Africa's version of the Hulk. These big boys can weigh up to a whopping 2,000 pounds, making them one of the biggest and baddest creatures out there. And here's the thing, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to take on lions and even humans, and let me tell you, you don't want to mess with them. That's why they're also known as the Black Death. So if you ever find yourself face to face with one of these beasts, just remember to give them plenty of space and respect. Gila monster. This little dude might look like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, it's 100% real and 100% not to be messed with. Why? Because it's one of the only venomous lizards out there. That's right, this sneaky little guy packs a bite that can cause some serious pain and swelling. But here's where things get mysterious. Nobody really knows why it's venomous. Is it for hunting? Self-defense? Who knows? All we do know is that if you ever come across a Gila monster, it's best to give it some space. After all, you don't want to end up on the receiving end of a venomous bite from this cool but dangerous lizard. Poison dart frog. Get ready to meet the poison dart frog, the tiniest but deadliest amphibian out there. These little guys might look like they belong in a Disney movie with their bright colors, but don't be fooled by their cuteness. They're actually serving up a warning that says, "I dare you to mess with me." And you really shouldn't. You see, their skin secretes a venomous toxin that can knock you out cold faster than you can say ribbit. It's no wonder they're one of the most poisonous creatures on the planet. So if you ever come across a poison dart frog in the wild, do yourself a favor and stay far away. Trust me, you don't want to mess with these tiny but fierce frogs. Portuguese man-o'-war. This thing is like a freaky alien that was plopped in the ocean. It looks like a jellyfish, but it's actually a whole colony of different organisms working together, like some kind of underwater Voltron. But don't be fooled by its trippy colors and otherworldly appearance. Those tentacles can reach up to 165 feet long and pack a punch like Mike Tyson in his prime. Its venom can paralyze you and send you straight to Davy Jones's locker. So if you're ever out for a swim in the ocean and you see this bad boy floating around, I suggest you swim in the opposite direction. Trust me, you don't want to mess with this sea monster. Piranha. Piranhas are notorious for their sharp teeth and aggressive reputation. I mean, who hasn't seen those crazy movies where they go on a feeding frenzy and chomp through everything in sight? But the truth is, these fish are usually pretty chill, unless they feel threatened. Sure, they might look like they're straight out of a horror movie, but if you don't mess with them, they won't mess with you. That being said, it's still pretty nerve-wracking to swim in water where they live. I don't know about you, but I'll stick to the pool, thank you very much. Anaconda. This slithering serpent is one of the largest and most powerful snakes in the world, capable of crushing its prey with its deadly constriction abilities. And when I say large, I mean large. These bad boys can grow up to 30 feet long. While they mostly stick to snacking on animals like deer and capybaras, they have been known to take down humans who dare to venture into their territory. So if you ever find yourself face to face with an anaconda, be sure to give it plenty of space, unless you want to end up as its next snack. Bull shark. Move over, great white, because this creature is the real danger to humans. With its sneaky ways, the bull shark is a master of deception and can strike at any moment. Unlike other sharks, this beast prefers the shallow, freshwater areas where humans like to cool off. It lurks in the shadows, waiting for its next prey to come into view. And when it does, it strikes with a ferocity that is unmatched. So, the next time you venture into the murky waters, be on the lookout for the bull shark, for it is a creature of mystery and danger, lurking just beneath the surface, waiting for its next victim to cross its path. Saltwater crocodile. Alright folks, let's talk about one of the most rebel reptiles out there, the saltwater crocodile. This monster can grow up to a whopping 23 feet long and weigh over a ton. I mean, that's like having a car-sized croc swimming around in the water. And let's not forget those jaws. They're so strong they can literally crush bones and even metal. So if you're ever in the presence of a saltwater croc, just remember to keep your distance and give them the respect they deserve. Box jellyfish. Now let's talk about this deadliest but the prettiest creature ever. It is the box jellyfish. Now, don't be fooled by its delicate and almost see-through appearance. This thing is a silent killer. Its venom is so potent that it can cause heart failure and kill you in just a few minutes. So if you're ever out there in the ocean and spot a box jellyfish, swim the other way as fast as you can. Trust me, you don't want to mess with this deadly beauty. Hammerhead shark. The hammerhead shark has a head that looks like it was flattened with a hammer. But don't let their strange appearance fool you. These sharks are top predators in the ocean. They can sense prey with incredible accuracy, and their powerful jaws make short work of their meals. While they're not known for attacking humans, it's probably best to give them a wide berth just in case. Hippopotamus. The African river holds many secrets, but perhaps the most dangerous one lurks just beneath the surface. Beware the hippopotamus, for they may appear docile, but they are anything but. With a single snap of their powerful jaws, they can shatter bones and end lives in an instant. These massive beasts are responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large animal. Yet they remain shrouded in mystery. How can something so seemingly gentle be so deadly? Perhaps it is their ancient lineage, tracing back to a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth. Or maybe it is simply their fierce determination to protect their territory at all costs. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain: never underestimate the deadly nature of a hippopotamus. Pufferfish. Oh, the pufferfish. This little guy might look cute and harmless, but don't let its innocent appearance fool you. This fish is the Chuck Norris of the sea. It's a total spark plug. In some countries, it's even considered a delicacy. But let me tell you, it's not for the faint of heart. See, the pufferfish has organs that are filled with toxins that can take you down faster than a shot of tequila. One wrong move and you can end up paralyzed or even worse, dead. So if you're ever offered a bite of a pufferfish, make sure it's been prepared by a trained professional. Trust me, your life is worth more than a fancy meal. Blacktip reef shark. Blacktip reef shark. Don't let their size fool you. These little guys are tough cookies. They may be small, but they are sneaky predators that can attack humans, especially if you're hanging out in shallow waters. So if you're planning on going for a swim or a paddle in the ocean, keep your eyes peeled for these little guys. They might look harmless, but they have a reputation for being quite the troublemakers. But don't let that scare you too much. As long as you're aware of your surroundings and keep a safe distance from these sharks, you should be just fine. And who knows, you might even get lucky and catch a glimpse of one of these incredible creatures in its natural habitat. Australian funnel-web spider. If you're planning a trip to the land down under, beware of the Australian funnel-web spider. This arachnid is a real killer. With venom so potent, it can send you to the great beyond in just a matter of hours. And don't be fooled by its small size and cute little things. This spider packs a punch that will leave you gasping for air. So keep your eyes peeled and your spider sense tingling, because one wrong move and you could be in serious trouble. American crocodile. This is the American crocodile, a true titan of the reptilian world. The elusive creature can be found lurking in the shadows of both North and South America, patiently waiting for its prey to cross its path. With a set of jaws that could crush a steel beam like a toothpick, this beast is not to be trifled with. But there's something mysterious about this creature, something that draws us in and leaves us in awe. Perhaps it's the way it moves so gracefully through the water, or the way it can disappear in an instant, leaving no trace behind. Whatever it is, one thing is for sure. If you ever find yourself face to face with an American crocodile, you'll be in for one heck of a ride. Sydney funnel-web spider. Did you know that the Sydney funnel-web spider is basically the Australian funnel-web spider's BFF? And let me tell you, their venom is no joke. It can knock you out faster than a kangaroo bouncing on a trampoline. Plus, if you get bitten by one of these creepy crawlies, you could end up with respiratory failure or even die. So make sure you steer clear of these 8-legged critters if you happen to come across them. Safety first, folks. Elephants. The gentle giants that can turn into raging beasts. Now, I know we all love these intelligent and majestic creatures, but let's not forget they're also one of the biggest and most powerful animals on land. And when they feel threatened, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to attack and even kill humans who got too close to their turf. So if you're ever in the presence of an elephant, be sure to give them their space and show them the respect they deserve. Trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to these big guys. Inland taipan. If you're not a fan of snakes, then you better steer clear of the inland taipan, mate. This snake is not to be messed with, as it's considered the most venomous snake in the world. Its venom is so deadly that it can cause multiple organ failure and can kill a human in less than an hour. Talk about fierce. Despite its fearsome reputation, the inland taipan is actually a pretty fascinating creature. It has an incredible sense of smell and can detect prey from miles away. Plus, its venom is being studied for its potential to help treat certain medical conditions. Who knew this lethal creature could have a softer side? The subscriber's pick. This image shows a huge predator of the world of water, with its weird horrifying mask and tentacles showing. We also see a boat nearby comparing, which we can see how big the size of the creature is. But well, no matter how creepy this may look, it's not real. Instead, it is an image created through Photoshop. Still, with the ocean being only 3% discovered, who knows? Maybe this actually might be real too. What do you guys think about it? Black Caiman. This crocodile is like the Hulk of the animal kingdom. It's one tough customer. And let me tell you, if you ever find yourself in its neck of the woods, you better watch your back. This bad boy has been known to attack humans, so you don't want to mess with it. I mean, just imagine coming face to face with a creature that's built like a tank, has jaws that could crush a car, and is just itching for a fight. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. So, if you're planning a trip to South America, make sure you steer clear of this feisty dude's territory. A ghost. Let's check out this clip caught on a home security camera outside a house. You can hear faint footsteps before a blurry figure appears and moves across the screen. Since the video quality is poor, it's hard to make out any details. Is it a prowler or could it be something paranormal? Upon closer inspection, the figure seems to briefly disappear when it reaches the center of the screen. This leaves us wondering if it's just a camera glitch or if there's something more sinister going on. A chupacabra. These two men kept hearing strange voices from their backyard and eventually decided to go check. But what they did not know was that they were in for a surprise. A huge monster was seen running to hide from them, but that did not stop the friends there. They had to go check, and that is when we see the terrifying face. The video ends right there, so let's just hope both of them are okay. An alien. The folks who were used to discovering fishes on the shore were taken aback when they stumbled upon a strange human-like creature that had washed upon the beach. It appeared to be a miniature version of a human, with a slimy coating all over its body and small limbs. The more they examined it, the more it mystified them, especially when they observed it breathing and slightly shifting its eerie body. What do you think it was? A creepy being. While a farmer was out with his goats and cows, he sensed that something was not okay. So he took his camera out and started checking the area. And what he found was this creepy black creature with big horns at the very edge of his property. Even though the creature did not look interested in coming near or harming the man, it was still good that he only recorded the thing and did not try to go near. An angel. This incredible video was taken in Jakarta, Indonesia on September 11, 2011. You can see a radiant winged being that looks like an angel descending from the sky and touching down on the ground before taking off again. When people saw this video, they started calling the figure the Angel of Jakarta. Some people even thought it might be a guardian angel sent down. However, there's always a chance that this might be fake. A strange woman. In 2016, a strange video surfaced online showing a woman shopping at a mall. Suddenly, an item falls behind her, and she puts it back on the shelf. Then she starts acting weirdly, as if something is controlling her. She drops her shopping and writhes on the floor, screaming loudly. Her screams even push the onlookers away. As the man in black tries to hold her down, the woman calms down, but then lets out a final scream, which makes objects in the store move and the security camera flicker. A mystery light. This video was filmed by a guy from Mexico. Some people who have watched it are saying it's one of the most clear sightings of a UFO ever caught on camera. Against a totally dark sky, you can see a weird blue circle that looks like it's morphing into different shapes. Apparently, this man had this strange thing hovering over his house for about a half an hour before it vanished. What do you think it might be? A waterbender. Have you seen this video that's been going viral lately? It's really interesting. Nobody knows where it's from, but it seems to have been filmed in Africa. In the video, a group of people are gathered around a woman standing in the water, and it looks like some sort of ritual is taking place. But then something crazy happens. All of a sudden, the water recedes super fast, and the bay is completely dry where others are standing. People freaked out and said that the shaman caused the water to shift using some kind of divine power. But nothing was ever explained by anyone. A witch. A bizarre figure dressed in white was spotted standing directly under the window of a house where the mother and her baby had been only moments before. It appeared as though the figure knew where the family was located. The incident left the woman feeling shaken and terrified, with no logical explanation for what had just happened. Some say it was a witch, while others think it was something else. Still, it remains a mystery. A levitating creature. Whether it was an extraterrestrial being or simply an optical illusion, this video is fascinating to watch. A large group of individuals gathered to witness this bizarre creature, which appeared to be levitating in mid-air while wearing wings on its arms and feet. Although it resembled a mermaid or an alien, it actually looked more like a boy. However, the reality behind the levitation was not as mysterious as it seemed. In fact, it was just a simple trick involving thin strings that helped the individual hover in the air. A UFO. A pilot was on his usual routine, flying a plane from one city to another. But what he did not know was that he was about to come across a sight he had ever imagined, a UFO. Now, for those of you thinking it was just a balloon, those don't fly forwards, they go upwards. And also, balloons do not have this kind of speed. So nope, that wasn't a balloon. To me, it totally looks like a UFO. Bigfoot. In this video, Rick Dyer, a self-proclaimed Bigfoot tracker, claimed to have killed the elusive creature. The video shows a tense moment where the massive beast attacks the man holding the camera. Afterwards, Dyer provides a few pictures, claiming they're of the Bigfoot he killed. So do you think it was really a Bigfoot that he killed, or was he just lying straight away? A cheetah. This clip features an American tourist who got an unexpected guest on a safari in Tanzania. Well, Britton Hayes from Seattle got a special visitor in the form of a cheetah who jumped right into the back seat of his vehicle. And if that wasn't wild enough, another cheetah decided to join in on the fun. Poor Hayes was frozen with fear, praying he wouldn't become dinner for the big cats. Weird sea creatures. A few years ago, there was a video that became really popular online. It showed a strange sea creature that some people had caught and filmed. A lot of folks believe it's the real deal and pretty creepy too. The creature looks a bit like a sea hare, but with some serious sharp teeth inside its mouth. Honestly, I don't know what it was up to, but it definitely gave me the heebie-jeebies. An open grave. While paying a visit to his loved ones in the cemetery, a guy stumbled upon something peculiar. He noticed a grave that was partially open and seemed like it was being destroyed. As he went closer, he was taken aback to see the remains of a body buried there, including a tall skeleton that was around 1.8 meters tall. But that wasn't all. There were other skulls and bones inside the grave, which hinted at some sort of witchcraft. However, nothing was ever really explained or cleared up. A mountain witch. This video features a man named Hassan, who is an explorer of witches. He voluntarily searches for witches, and in this particular video, he visits a witch mountain to find one. To his surprise, he actually spots a witch dressed in black clothes and holding a stick, which seems to be made from an animal skull. Initially, she was sitting at the cave entrance, but when she saw the YouTuber, she went inside and started mumbling some spells. Suddenly, a stone hit Hassan's face, which was a signal for him to back off as the witch didn't want to be disturbed. A clingy octopus. Imagine you're out scuba diving, and when you surface for air, you discover an octopus that won't let go of your back. In a recent video, a diver experienced this unexpected surprise and was trying everything he could to shake off the clingy cephalopod. Despite moving in different directions, the octopus wouldn't budge, and the diver started feeling uncomfortable with its sharp beak and sticky suckers. Perhaps the octopus just wanted a hug. What do you think? A ghost. As the driver was cruising down the Queensland Highway, little did he know that he was in for a surprise. As he continued driving, he spotted something unusual on the side of the road. To his shock, he and other onlookers saw a ghostly figure standing in the middle of the road. The ghost, which appeared to be a pure white child, was just a few inches above the ground. The eerie sighting quickly gained fame and was dubbed the Ghost Child by many. However, some skeptics argued that it might have been just a human baby who happened to wander in the middle of the road. A sea lion. Okay, so I've got a creepy story for you. A girl was taking a break near the harbor when, out of nowhere, a sea lion popped up, grabbed her, and dragged her into the water. Her family and bystanders freaked out, but luckily, a brave dude jumped in and rescued her. It was a shocking incident because sea lions usually don't attack people without a reason. The flashlight fish. The video showcases the mesmerizing flashlight fish, which are found in the deep waters of the Pacific Ocean. These unique creatures have special light-emitting organs located beneath their eyes that give them an otherworldly appearance. The lights can be used to attract prey or communicate with other fish. The video captures the fish swimming in schools, creating an incredible visual spectacle that looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. Watching these underwater titans move and glow in the dark depths of the ocean is truly a sight to behold. Flipping iceberg. These thrill seekers thought it would be a cool idea to climb a giant iceberg, but things quickly went south when a massive chunk of ice rolled over on top of them. Talk about a chilling experience. Luckily, they managed to escape with their lives, but let this be a lesson. Sometimes it's best to just stay on solid ground. Don't you guys agree? Strange lights. This video was recorded by some fishermen out on the Pacific Ocean, and it shows these really strange lights in the sky. They might be a group of lights or something, and they seem to be moving in unusual ways. Some people who had watched the video were convinced that these lights were actually UFOs, but no one had been able to provide a logical explanation for what they might actually be. It's totally a mystery till today. Millions of dead fish. Have you heard about the latest buzz in Australia's outback? Recently, a shocking video surfaced showcasing the aftermath of an unprecedented die-off of fish in a river. Due to extreme floods and hot weather, millions of fish have been left to rot in the river, resulting in a foul smell and a severe ecological crisis. However, there's some good news. Contractors have been hired to remove the rotting fish from the river. Crocodile mummies. Crocs, whether they're dead or alive, will always give people the creeps. While excavating ancient tombs, researchers stumbled upon 12 crocs buried in the soil. From a distance, they looked like they were still alive, with their textured skin appearing fresh and their teeth still intact in their jaws. It was a bit unnerving, as it seemed like they could open their jaws at any moment. The researchers were amazed when they discovered that the crocodiles had been buried for 2,500 years, yet were still in almost pristine condition. A cuttlefish. Have you heard of cuttlefish or cuttles? These little guys are actually fish found in deep parts of the ocean, and they're known to be highly toxic. But let's not focus on their dangerous side for now. Instead, let's talk about how incredibly unique and fascinating they are. Just take a look at their mesmerizing colors and reflections. It's no wonder they've been nicknamed the disco cuttlefish. And that's not all. They even have a way of hypnotizing their prey before attacking. It's truly a wonder to witness. A fire tree. We're all used to the idea that tree twigs and branches are handy for starting fires. But hold on to your hats, because this video is going to blow your mind. It shows the inside of a tree that caught on fire, and people think it was caused by a lightning bolt heating up the sappy insides, which conduct heat really well. Or if you're feeling mystical, maybe supernatural beings sparked up this awesome fire for their own bonfire. What do you think? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. An elephant. Sometimes animals can be big, frightening, and downright terrifying. But every now and then, they need a little help from us humans. Take this elephant for example. Poor thing was shot right in the head and was bleeding out. Obviously, elephants don't have a clue how to fix bullet wounds. So he approached some nearby humans, being careful not to scare them, and showed them the bullet lodged in his skull. Thankfully, the doctors acted quickly and did everything in their power to remove the bullet and treat the infection. Petting a great white. The shark saw the fisherman in the shallow water and decided to attack. But to the shark's surprise, the man did something unexpected. He petted the shark when it came out of the water, showing no fear of the shark's strong jaws. The fisherman even gently stroked the shark's side for a while before sending it back into the water. It's hard to tell if the shark enjoyed the encounter or if it was just looking for a chance to bite the man's hand. Woman on a tree. Nope, she wasn't a ghost. She was a real woman, standing on top of a fig tree and freaking everyone out with her creepy moves. People were shocked when they saw her standing on a delicate branch of the tree, dressed all in white. They called her the Spooky Lady because they couldn't understand how she was able to perform such stunts without any visible support. However, when she was rescued, it turned out that there was nothing supernatural about her behavior. Snakeheads. So there was this wild incident where a farmer found a snake's head in his backyard, and it was still alive. I mean, can you imagine that? The head was moving. It's pretty insane, but apparently, snakes are different from other animals. When they lose their heads, they don't need a lot of oxygen to keep their brain going. So the head can actually survive for hours without the body. Crazy, right? Spinning dolphins. These dolphins are impressing everyone with their athletic abilities, jumping high and spinning 7 times in the air. And if that wasn't enough, they can swim at an incredible speed of 200 miles per hour and cover long distances in a day. Recently, a spy dolphin captured footage of these playful creatures having a great time off the coast. But it's not just their stunts that make them unique. They're also known for their intelligence. To avoid predators, these dolphins never fully sleep and always keep their brains partially awake. Humans in cage. Do you consider yourself brave? Would you be willing to step into a cage in the middle of a jungle where lions are roaming nearby, just to get a closer look and better look at these magnificent beasts? There's actually a tourist spot in Harrismith, South Africa, where they'll put you in an enclosure and leave you in the midst of lions. In a video, you can see an elderly couple sitting calmly inside the cage, while lions are roaming around and even sitting on top of the enclosure as visitors take pictures. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for getting updates related to our latest videos.